right. So, welcome to another edition of Jackal's Corner. I am your host, Steven Longoria. We are going to be having October Roar on the house tonight. We're going to be chilling with them, talking to them all their things that they're into and what they're doing, and everything that they've been through since I last got to hang with them, which was post-COVID. Uh, so yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a great experience. These guys I've been wanting to get on my podcast since I started 4 years ago with Titan Radio.
Yeah.
Yep. And I started thinking, man, I've interviewed just about almost all the bands down here. Who the fuck haven't I gotten on the podcast? And I was looking in my closet, and I saw my October Roar hat there, and I was like, the fuck? I haven't had them on. What the fuck?
Yeah, we've been hanging out in the closet for a long time.
Right?
We've been
I'm
in the
like,
closet. Guess we decided to come out.
Yeah, Ray's the only one that came out.
right? I'm like, but before we get into that, let me get into some sponsors and all that, because I mean they help pay the bills and keep this shit going. So
Yeah.
we we
like.
we're gonna give some love out to Concert Culture, Matt Rios, Frank Exelinas, all those guys right there. If you need somebody to hook you up with some badass concert sound, lighting, all those things, hit up Concert Culture. The number's there on the screen. It is 956-313-2211. Hit them up. They can hook it up for you guys. If you're having a big show, don't think that they can't hook you up, because they do work with that stuff. They've run sound for people like Winds of Plague, Devil Driver, Gemini Syndrome, all these bands like that. So if they can run sound for them and make them happy with their sound, I'm pretty sure they can handle your local gigs. Just saying. So give them some love, man. Remember, anytime you're doing anything, you should always support your local establishments. Also remember, supporting a local band means also supporting a local venue. Without a venue, there is no place for a band to play. So give them some love. Make sure you occupy a venue whenever you get a chance. This weekend, there's a bunch of shows coming up. Almost every venue is going to have a show. Hit up Hop Shop if you're out there in Harlingen, or The Spot. You got the Eatery out there in Weslaco now. You got pretty much all the cities are starting to build little food areas that they have live music.
Yeah,
so,
Even Mercedes has one now.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
another one popping up in
Like
Donna,
Rosa.
I think, too.
Yeah, Don's got one too. Edinburgh's got one. Ed Couch has got one too.
Alamo.
Yep, Mission.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to give some love. Speaking of Mission, Texas, we're going to give some love out to the one and only 5x5 Brewing Company out there. Man, these guys make some of the best beer I have ever fucking had.
I really enjoy Full Bar. I really like that beer.
Not only the beer, bro. Not only the beer, but the what do you call those, spritzers or
Yeah, seltzers.
the seltzers? That's what I said. Seltzers.
Yes.
The pineapple seltzer.
Yes.
God, that thing goes down, bro.
Man, they are fixing to come out with 2 new ones this weekend. I believe it's going to be one of them is going to be kind of an ale. It's going to be like a strawberry ale.
Hey, Deborah. What's up?
So that one's going to be pretty fucking good. They got 2 brand new ones. They're going to be coming out this weekend. So, hey, guys, hit out there. Get out there. Support the place. Also, this Saturday at 5x5 Brewing Company, they will be having a cool little doggy day. You can bring your dog out there, chill out. They're going to have all kinds of cool events for the dogs to play and have fun and all that. And they're going to debut the new beers out there too. They're going to be having live music with a Dave Matthews tribute band.
Oh, badass.
So I'm like, damn, dude. Because, see, I'm supposed to go to Corpus to see Prosthetics, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
It's a hard choice.
it's
Expensive right now.
Dave Matthews. I mean, I don't know. I might need to go over there and have a 5x5 crash into me, you know. But you know. But yeah, man. With that being said, I also want to give some love out to EatMeatTexas.com, hooking you up with all your Delta 9 products, edibles, all that good stuff.
Dude, there's a 10.
Dude, I'll tell you this: the Delta 9 one is the best one out of them all. When I had my open heart surgery, I didn't take pain medications. I was just eating these gummies, and it took all the pain was gone, like all of it.
Omar.
I'm pretty stoked to be able to promote that and push that out there. It is a product I believe in. I'm a person that I believe weed should be legal already. It's so medically beneficial, you know. Right? You know what? The way I see it is this: the people that get caught are the people that look guilty all the time.
Anytime, Deborah.
You know, if you see nothing wrong with smoking weed, chances are you're not gonna get caught. I'll tell you this: I have never been busted ever for weed.
Friend with
And-
weed is a friend
and-
indeed.
You know? And I'm 40 years old, and I've been smoking since I was like freaking 11. It's because I don't see it as anything wrong. I see it like, you know, people that are smoking a cigarette, you know?
It grows, and if you just happen to light it,
It actually
it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That's
You
also
see,
a plus.
yeah, you know,
It can't kill you.
you know, I got into a thing with,
It kills cancer.
it absolutely positively does.
It does.
You see, I'm one of those that I look at it like this. All the medical crap
agree
that I
with you.
have,
It should be legal. It will be legal very, very soon.
all the medical crap I have going on with me, they give me these pills, and the side effects are 100 times worse than the
Yeah.
illness. And with herbs, I get all the healing factors with none of the side effects.
Yeah.
So
Well, there is a side effect. It's a fun effect.
yeah, it's a fun
And
effect,
munchies.
and the no fucks given
Yeah,
effect.
munchies, man.
Yes, I
Makes
remember.
everything tastes good. Tastes
Yep.
better.
Oh, it does, man. I'm like, man, I just love to smoke. I
It is
really
le-
do.
It actually is legal in Texas. Did you know that?
Medical.
It's medically.
But here's the kicker on it. Here's the thing on it. The loophole. You know
What's the
Texas. Okay, so it's not actual flour. It's actually an oil.
Okay.
And the nugs that they do got, the flour they do got, it is a way lesser, stronger strength than even Reggie.
No shit.
It's just enough for it to be considered herb.
Illegal.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is that a lot of people are breeding these things with CBD and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and that makes it even more potent. You know, the only thing is this: it has to. I believe it has to be less than 0.3% of THC in order for it to be considered legal.
Well, that's the legal shit. That's the shit that you buy. I actually, there's a supermarket where I work at. I won't say where, but they sell all that shit. Delta 8, Delta 9, all those CBD gummies, and they're fucking delicious, man.
Yeah, they are. They're
Good.
fucking amazing. And you see, I'm one of those who I'm very picky about this about herbs because of the fact that I don't, not in the sense of like, ew, I won't
Hi,
smoke that,
Valerie.
but
Hi, Kim.
like if it's somebody who is kind of sketchy, I'm like, I don't know, because there's people that are dipping the stuff in fentanyl and
Yeah.
shit like that. And I'm like, okay, for one, don't fuck my herb up, man. Like it's spiritual, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not natural at that point.
Yeah,
It's
and
just people trying to like get ahead of the curve, trying new things. I mean, trying to, you know, just trying to get their own like different type of product out there. But then again, it's like they're, you know, you're ruining a good thing. I mean,
Corrupting.
yeah.
It's corrupted at that point.
It's not.
The saints.
It's not the good stuff anymore.
exactly.
Probably safer to do crack.
You know,
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go back that far.
well, I don't know. We're not going to we're not going to turn the show into Breaking Bad or anything,
There was a knock on the door.
right? But yeah, and I'm just one of those. I've always been that way. I've always pushed for legalization of marijuana. And the thing is that that people that do push for it, they got to understand something. Is that don't be a fucking dumbass
Yeah.
about it. You see, you get all these people that push and they're like, why isn't it legal? Well, because for one, you're presenting your argument looking sloppy as shit. Your hair is all fucking whacked out. You look like you just flipped out of your fucking bed and came over with your crusty ass eyes and crusty ass. talking about let's legalize marijuana. They're gonna be like, go home so we can look like you. Fuck no. You
Go
know?
vote, by the way. Go vote.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
a person running for Texas governor right now. That's all for the legalization of weed.
Yeah, you can go ahead push your local.
No, I don't.
your political
I'm not,
feel.
I'm not gonna politicize this podcast, but there's
Because I do it a lot. I push who I love on here.
there's a lot of politicians out there that are for it,
Yeah.
and then there's some that aren't. I mean,
Well, you
So,
see, the thing is
Nope.
to always look into this is that if
and
they're
weed is good.
if they got ties with big pharma, your state's never gonna have weed legal.
Mm,
Yeah, they lose money that way.
Yeah. Oh, big time. I've talked to doctors who tell me that
yep.
they believe weed should be legal, but they won't stand for it
Yeah,
because
enforce it.
of the fact that they lose
in
money.
Cali and Utah, the Delta 9 has 80% and up.
Yeah.
Because it. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Deborah prefers indica.
Yep. Delta 9 is amazing.
So, you know more about this shit than I do. What's the difference between like Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10? Is it stronger as it goes up? Or
Well, it's not necessarily
It's a
that it's
different
stronger.
strand?
It's just a different strand. It's a different spectrum of the THC or the CBD that is in it.
yeah.
So you like herbs, you have indica, you have sativa.
Yeah.
With this, you have like open spectrum and wide spectrum and all that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where it goes into. It's the different part of the cannabis that they're using.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So
That makes sense.
so CBD is the medical part of the actual herb.
Yeah.
So people that say, "Well, I smoke it for medical use." Okay, well, CBD is what you really want because that's 100% the medical part.
Okay.
Now the THC part's the part that numbs you out, makes you high, makes you feel fucking amazing. And I'll stick with my weed, but for now, I like the Delta 8, Delta 9 stuff because it's giving me the same effects that I'm wanting. It's doing what I'm wanting it to do, and I don't have to worry that a cop's gonna kick my fucking door in,
Yeah.
you know, and like fucking fuck me up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Knowing them, they're gonna kick the door in to see me. They're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, he's a wild child. I want to take him down." I'm like, "I swear, I'm the peaceful guy."
Find a,
I'm wearing Crocs, man.
I think that's their way of the Texas way of kind of leading us into legalizing marijuana. Because if they just legalize it tomorrow, then they're gonna be like, and you're gonna see fuckheads all over the fucking street. These little kids fucking running around. But if
Yeah.
they release the Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10,
Yeah.
different strains, get people to fucking warm up to it.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure
I
legalization is coming up very soon.
Oh, absolutely. You see, I guarantee you, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but I believe that you should have to be 21 and up to partake in it, for the
Yeah.
simple fact that
Well, they did raise it with tobacco now, right?
yeah, you have to be 21. Yo, it's hilarious, man. One of my homeboys, he was always talking. When he was 16, he's like, "Fucking, I can't wait until I'm 18. I'm gonna buy a pack of cigarettes." And then the day he turned 18, they were like, "It's 21." He goes in there, he's like, "1 pack of Marlboro Reds," and he's pulled out his ID all confident as fuck, fat. They're like, "Sir, today's the day they moved it to 21." He's like, "You're fucking me, right?" he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Nah, man. Look, you're gonna be 21 now." He's all like, "I fucking hate this life." He's just like,
That's the biggest downfall.
I agree, Omar. Omar's saying that that it helps him with his back pain. I have
Yes.
back issues too, and
yeah, definitely.
CBD helps big time with your back pain.
Yeah,
It has to happen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for any of your CBD needs or anything like that, go hit up the Green Hit. They have one in Mission and one in Far. Far is actually the one in Far. I believe it's right off of the expressway. You can't miss it.
What's it called again?
The Green Hit.
The Green Hit. All right.
The Green Hit. Yeah, in Far and Mission. Go hit them up, man. These guys are some of my dear friends, and they are fellow herb enthusiasts.
Nice.
And
Connoisseurs.
they know their stuff, so they wouldn't be putting some bad shit out if it, good people. So, like I said, support your locals, man. I mean, it's
man,
the best thing to do.
There's a lot of freaking talent. I've said it oh, shout out to the Chew and New podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We went on there and I said it there before and I'll say it again and I'll continue saying it that there's a lot of talent here in the valley, including small businesses and bands and everything.
Yes,
man.
absolutely.
So, everybody here in the valley, man, they deserve more than what they're getting here, man.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're kind of in a bubble here, and it's cool for us because we get to see that shit. But I feel like everybody needs to see it, man.
You see, the thing is that we got so much talent, but just as much talent we got haters.
Yeah.
And they all you always see it. Bands knocking other bands, or bands not even staying for the other band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
back when I first came down here, started trying to book shows with the place that I will not mention their promoting company. But I would book with them, and the first thing people would be like is, well, who's playing with us? Because certain bands we don't want to play with. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? It's a fucking stage. It's a chance for you to put your music.
Just play for the people that are there. Fuck the other bands.
Yeah, and
if you don't like them, then just don't hang around with them. Or
that's it.
outside of the venue or whatever. But
Just simple as that, man. But I would get that all the time, and I don't understand that concept because I'm one of those who I just love every fucking body. I'm just like, fuck it. You know, you can't support your scene if you're tearing it down.
yeah.
And that's what it does.
You just gotta get over yourself for the most part. You gotta realize what you started doing this for in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ultimate goal is yes to make money, but we have not been in this for money or anything like that.
If it was, we would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
If it was,
Lord knows we put in a fuckload of money
Yeah.
of our own money and like shit. I've been doing this shit since I was 13. Trust me, playing music is not cheap.
It is not.
Fucking,
No.
especially if you're a drummer. I was a drummer for fucking like
Equipment
12
is
years.
expensive. Gas
Fucking
is
drums
expensive.
are expensive. Gas is expensive.
Yeah.
Traveling, touring, like all that shit is expensive as fuck.
Like even
And then
today,
you're getting paid maybe $200 a fucking show for an original band, like
if any,
yeah, and beer if you're lucky.
yeah.
You spend half of that shit on beer if you don't get beer. You know.
Yeah. Oh man, for sure. I remember when I would book for this venue out in Corpus. He was like, "You want to get paid, or do you want drinks, or you want both?" I was like, "Well, of course both."
Yeah,
What the fuck? He's all like, he's like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Yeah, because if you just gave me money, dude, I'd already spent it already. Like,
I'm
fuck,
here, yeah.
like, yeah." So I mean, because you're at a show, you want to drink. I mean, it goes hand in hand, you know, like peanut butter and cocaine, you know.
That's a good combination. Right there.
Noted.
But
Peel the crust off of that.
right. But you know, with you guys, what have you guys? Well, for one, you guys have. How were you guys doing through the whole fucking crap we went through of COVID and all that?
COVID fucked us.
Yeah.
It fucked us, man. We were on a roll. We were like, fuck, man. We had just come off of in 2019 was pretty much our best year. We were going all over the place. Went to Atlanta. We went to all over Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. Yeah, we were playing all over the place, and then fucking COVID hit. And our plan was like 2020. That's gonna be the year we're gonna fucking. Now that we've established ourselves at these fucking places, we're gonna go and we're gonna, slowly. You have to slowly build up your crowd. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like especially in these new cities, new towns, or whatever. So we were gonna do that in 2020, and then fucking COVID hit and just stopped everything. Like we were done, and shit. I thought it was gonna be like a week thing. Like it'll be done.
Yeah.
We'll be back on the road. No worries, dude. And we had just invested in this fucking bus, the October Roar bus. We're like, yeah, we're gonna fucking pay it off. We're gonna fucking this year it's gonna be badass. Yeah, we have fucking 2 dead batteries and a flat tire. We haven't moved that thing like over a year now, so it sucked, man. It sucked. Like it took a toll on us, man. We're like, we couldn't even record because a lot of our producer at the time didn't wanna be around anybody. Like he was.
I had to learn how to record tracks from home.
So our last album, it was it had to be done like remotely. We had to
Who you guys using to record?
We actually recorded. Well, it was Sam. He was our engineer for
Yeah.
this last album.
Sam Gonzalez, shout out.
Actually, the last two albums, he was our engineer. Three. He was our EP also.
Yeah,
That's
the EP and the
right.
last two
Tragedy
albums.
EP in the last two
Oh,
albums.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we love his work.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But since COVID hit, he was scared, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Right.
So I learned pretty quickly how to do, because he coached me via Zoom how to record like DI tracks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it there in my little studio at home.
That's
And
what's
I had
up.
notes. I didn't think it was gonna be used like seriously.
Mm.
Yeah, but now here I am doing actual DI tracks and sending them off and doing levels for him and whatnot, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what's up. That's
It
what's
wasn't
up.
all that bad, and
Yeah.
during the COVID thing, there was a learning curve for sure, man. Everything was being done through streaming, digitally, and everything. So we still don't know how to stream shit, but we learned how to
Fucking
record.
Like, oh, we should stream this. Like, oh no.
That's fucking funny. But
Mark, what's up, Mark?
also gonna give a shout out to, let's see, we got
Oh, Chew and Ew,
yes, Los Jammers.
Los Jammers.
Say, oh my God, October Roar. And then they say, I have the album with Secret Tract.
Oh,
Oh,
which one?
yeah.
Which one? Yeah.
So actually,
He's the star of all those. So.
so that's gonna be kind of our that's been our theme for the last two albums, right?
Yeah. If you have
Yeah.
an actual CD, then
If you have an
track.
actual
Yeah.
CD, you'll get the bonus track on there, which they're pretty funny.
Which I
like
got. I have y'all's albums and I love it. It's fucking great. But yeah, there's a show actually. I'm gonna look it up here in a second. It's going to be Rock Relief, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah, Rick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rick.
Yeah.
Rick's show. I believe you guys are playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on that, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate kind of
Yeah. It's a whole
Situation. And I'm actually gonna help it with hosting and emceeing it.
Oh, badass.
I told him absolutely. I let him come on the podcast when he did it before COVID for his, I believe it was his uncle or.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
uncle, man.
And
I was sad to hear about him passing.
yeah, and I want anybody out there that's watching tonight to know, if you guys ever want me to do some MC work for you for benefit shows or anything, I am more than happy to. If you got a benefit, you need a place to come to push it, get your asses on this podcast, because this is what it's for. It is for helping the Valley grow and everything like that. And we all need somebody to help us out sometimes. I mean, shit happens. And if I have the power to be able to get to more people, then why shouldn't I do that,
Ernest, what's up?
So we're gonna definitely be doing that. I believe Against the Grain is also on there. I'm really stoked about that.
It's been a while since I've heard those guys jam.
Yeah, and that's a band that everybody, if you guys haven't heard them yet, check them out. They're really cool people. These guys don't even worry about checking schedules or anything when it comes to benefit shows.
Yeah.
Immediately, they're just like, game on. Let's do
Done.
this.
Done.
Because what's the point of doing music if you don't use it for that? Music's for healing, and
Yeah, man, it is. There's music for everybody, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some people listen to country or whatever, and that heals them. Some people listen to black metal.
Yeah.
That heals them.
Some
Yeah.
people listen to like train tracks passing or the bees humming or
Yeah.
rain falling
Mhm.
down. Whatever's comforting to anyone. I mean, that's I
gotta
would
do
say
it for
considered
That was
music.
deep, right?
yeah,
Very deep.
absolutely. You see, I've always been a person that has loved music for that.
You're sensitive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cancer's got a
Love her.
soft spot for me, man. I lost my stepdad to cancer, and
Yeah.
anything cancer, anything we can do that relates to cancer,
Mhm.
I'm 100% down for it. So,
Yes.
especially a kid having cancer, man.
Yeah, that's just
God,
the most
that's horrible.
fucked up thing. There's no other way to describe it. That's just fucked up. It's
Saddest thing I've ever seen, man. I mean, my dad being at MD Anderson for like shit. I lived in Houston for almost a year.
yeah.
And just going back and forth to MD Anderson, you see those little kids, man, fucking 3-4 years old, walking with an IV pole down the hall or in the fucking
Oh, absolutely.
pulls your strings, man. And
Absolutely. You know,
shit.
and
Can't imagine, man.
and that's the thing is that uh this is little kids. Anything that happens with little kids, it's just why like you know. Which by the way, if I got any of my friends out there in San Antonio, Uvalde area, my heart, my thoughts go out to you guys. I am so mind fucked of what has happened, and I've posted it before. I don't want anybody commenting on this and making it political. This is about kids. Period.
Yeah.
It is about kids, and we need to have it as a remembrance for these kids and not muck it up with our fucked up way of thought. Bottom line is that it's tragic because it's kids and it's innocent lives, and they were at a place that they were supposed to be safe and getting an education so that they could better themselves in the world.
Yeah.
And their lives was taken, and it goes back. It really does go back to mental health, and it goes back to bullies, and it goes back to a lot of things that we could point our fingers at. But at the end of the day, it's kids' lives, and may they all rest in peace. And
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, what happened out there.
it is.
It's like, what the fuck?
It is, and then yesterday, there was another open shooting out at a hospital in
Hospital,
Oklahoma.
God, man.
You know, and you know, the saying that people say, well, you know, guns kill people. No, they don't kill people. You have to. That's
Yeah.
like,
People kill people.
yeah, that's like sitting there saying, oh, my fork made me fat.
Yeah.
You know?
Had all forks. Yeah.
You know, you know, so we got to give some love to those people, because I can never imagine what it would be like to bury my child.
Yeah. No, it was.
Like, you know, we spend our lives protecting them and sheltering them, and when we send them out into the world, even as young now, we can't protect them.
Yeah.
You know, they're at the will of the world, and it sucks. It really sucks.
God.
You know.
Me now having kids, man, and then seeing that shit. Fuck.
But we had a scare the day after.
Oh yeah, down here a couple of them, man.
Yeah,
San Benito. San
Yeah.
Benito got a fucking caught a kid with a
An AK.
ammo and an AK
They
in
caught
his
an
freaking
AK-47.
car, man.
A couple of kids in Donna apparently had one.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Had a
man.
plan.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these kids
They
nowadays,
got to
man?
You
the point
see-
where I had to call my son because they had him under the bleachers, like huddled up.
That's our generation raising those damn fucking kids, man. That's fucked up.
That's messed
Yeah.
Think about it. Like that's my generation, man. I
Yeah.
don't know about how old you are or how old you guys are out there, but
Yeah.
that's my generation. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's us fucking raising our kids like that. Like fuck.
Yeah. Like.
Spank them. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
right?
Yeah,
Like talk
see-
to your kids. Like fucking. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
my son actually thanked me for spanking him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
You
haven't
know,
had to spank him in years.
You see, there's like one of my homegirls had posted today about she works over at a pet supply place.
I'm gonna move closer to the mic. Just saying.
Oh, well, I'm here, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
They can hear us fine on that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they can hear if they're watching the podcast. Then
If you watch the podcast, you can hear him a little bit better.
yeah.
It's because it's on my phone. Sorry, Mark.
Yep. Sorry, Mark. YouTube's your best friend.
Go to YouTube and mute that one.
Follow the link.
Yeah. Follow us on your phone and then go to YouTube on your computer and you can hear us both.
Yeah.
You get two angles. Ooh,
Oh.
two angles. Not just
Two.
one.
But yeah, it is, and that's the sad thing is. But my friend was telling me about how where she works, and she had had one of the little ratties out that petting it, and a little kid going by, and she was like, "Hey, you want to pet it?" And the little kid reached out to grab it, and he's like, "No, you can't hold it, but you can pet it." And he just spit on her, and the mom didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Just push the basket away. Oh,
Like,
son.
oh, that's okay. That's fine. It's normal. You know.
Like,
He's just a kid.
yeah.
It's just
I-
nothing, bro.
I
Like,
would have got my ass handed to me.
fucking
Yes.
correct them, dude. You gotta
Yes.
correct them when they're young.
Dude, I would have woke up like a week later.
Yeah.
If I do that again,
Shit, I
Right.
remember when I was a kid, my mom used to freaking chase me around with a fucking hanger and a mangetta, freaking branch, whatever she
Yeah.
put her
Oh, yeah.
hand on,
My dad
man.
from
Fucking
across the room would have
Get
to
a
go,
switch.
yeah, fucking throw me.
I messed
I
up.
had
Mhm.
I had a belt with my last name on it. I swear I got that shit branded on my fucking ass.
He just got it shaded now. It's a tattoo.
It looks like a birthmark now, but
I actually have Hello Kitty tattoos.
I have a permanent crack right down the middle. Like I don't know if everybody else has that, but
This crack beginning at the nape of his neck.
yeah, created a hole right
Right.
there.
It's but yeah, I see it all the time too, and or like this other chick on Facebook. I was like, what the fuck? She's talking about how she's like, oh, my son got into the litter box, you know, and I'm like, okay, little kid, 2-year-old, they do that type of shit, you know, it happens. And then she's like, I clean him up, and blah 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 blah. She says, but I was so stressed, I needed to take a nap, so I tell my 7-year-old to watch the 2-year-old so I could take a nap. And she's like, and then I wake up, and that little brat couldn't even watch her brother. The whole thing was trashed out. Why can't she have that respect for me like that? I said, because she's 7.
She's a 7-year-old. Dude. Let her be a kid.
Freaking better.
I was
You're not
like,
supposed to be raising kids. You're supposed to be raising kids.
I was like, I told the girl straight out, I was like, she's not the one that let somebody fucking nut in him.
Yeah,
There's choice.
I mean, she wasn't the one that wanted to be a bakery and make cream pies. Get the fuck out of here. You know, I'm just
I agree, Deborah.
I'm just one of those that it flips me out when I see that. I'm like, what the actual fuck? I fucking have told a fucking mom in the store, her kid grabbing shit and just throwing it around, telling her, I want it now. I was like, put a foot in that motherfucker's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear her shit as a boots on the way home.
Yeah. It was like I go to the flea market to help my buddy sell his 3D print stuff, and he was fucking amazing. This girl comes up, and I'm like, tell my buddy, I said, bet that's a mom. You can see the stress on her fucking face.
Yeah.
And then she comes up and she's looking at the little things he makes. He has like little 3D prints of like Pokemon stuff and stuff. She's looking, she's like, let me see if I can find something for these little assholes of mine. I was like, fucking, that's a fucking mom right there.
Those kids are gonna be respectful as fuck.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm like, be honest with it, man. Your kids are not always little angels. There's days you're just like, this little motherfucker. Nobody can piss you off faster than a kid.
Yeah.
Fuck no. No, and they play on your fucking insecurities like a motherfucker.
Dad, what's that shit up your nose? It's called hair. Hair in my nose.
That's one thing I have with my kids because I learned early on that I'm not gonna be able to hold back cussing in front of them.
Oh, thank you.
So my kids learned all the bad words when I was young, but I told them I better not fucking.
Yup.
You better not curse in front of me. That's the only thing I ask.
Yeah.
You curse in front of me, that's your ass. So now they know, like, okay, just don't curse around Dad. I'll hear them online
Yeah.
screaming obscenities and stuff. I'll put my head in and be like, sorry. And that's the end of it.
Right. It's but yeah, dude. It's just we're screwing our future up by babying these kids, and it actually I could pinpoint the exact moment it went to shit. The day they started giving fucking
Participation awards.
little fucking yeah, giving
Everybody gets a trophy.
yeah everybody, because we don't want nobody to be sad and be like fuck no, you
Hell
know. When you don't get an award, you're like fuck.
I want an award.
I want an award, and now I'm gonna
Work
fucking
that much
earn that
harder.
fucking award.
Next time I'm gonna work harder and I'm gonna fucking get an
Hey,
award.
shout out to my buddy Boyle's kids.
What's up? What's up?
Shout out to Miss Valerie. She's actually a beautiful freaking artist, man. She does
Yeah.
some awesome art. And
Well, she had to come on the
little
podcast.
Little Poito, what's up? Yeah, she's got a Facebook page. Go check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, Omar, freaking put the link on here, man.
Yes.
Yes. She has awesome art.
Yes, definitely. Because yeah, I would love to have her on, and that's the thing, is that it's not just music on here; it's anything RGV. So I think that's a good way to have a podcast. Allow anybody to come on. I don't give a fuck. I love what I do, and I love to put the valley out there and give them a place to be, and they can speak freely on here because in this apartment it's straight up America, so
Yeah.
it's fucking freedom of speech like a motherfucker up in here.
Amen. Hail to the chief.
For now.
Because I've never understood that people that are like, I love America, but don't say that. Fuck.
You can't say that.
Right? I'm all like, man, you remind me of that TV show. You remember back in the day, you can't say that on TV.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man? But or just like people that don't understand what freedom of speech really is. They're like, well, this and this and this, and then they get in trouble for that, and they're like, well, freedom of speech. You can't fucking say bullshit about people. You can't lie about somebody, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's not freedom of speech, you dumbass. Yeah, I'm all like, that's called Amber Heard.
Yep. Amber Heard. Yep.
Amber Heard.
Congratulations,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Fuck yeah, man. I'm fucking so happy for him.
Not talking shit about Amber Heard, right? Because I mean, any woman that gets beat or whatever that goes through domestic violence.
Yeah, that's
deserves to
horrible.
go
To
through-
actually go through it.
But man, you could tell right away this bitch
Yeah.
was lying from the get go, man. Like
Fuck yeah.
it was ridiculous. Like the story should have matched the picture. That's my opinion. Don't get mad. But
Yeah.
if somebody says he was beating me senseless, I thought my nose was broken, and they fucking have a little fucking bruise, like, and I mean, no man should hit a woman, period. Right?
Ever.
But I don't think that was an actual real bruise to me. It looked like she was fucking painted on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking makeup.
Well-
And she actually outed herself by saying, "Oh yeah, my bruise kit. I mean my makeup kit, like." And there's an actual bruise kit out there that fucking
Yeah.
It came out in the photo too. The photo of Johnny like passed out with the Ruger flood or whatever.
Oh, the bruise kit is
You
actually
can
on
see
there?
the bruise kit on the bottom right
Ah,
corner.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude.
Rookie mistakes.
Not only that, she said, okay, so she says he would hit her, right?
Oh,
Punch her.
nice.
And he wears big chunky rings.
Yeah, no
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah, so I
He
heard
does.
that.
He
And-
always wears those chunky rings, man.
Mm.
Yes.
And we already, anybody knows that's ever gotten hit in the fucking face with that type of
Yeah,
fucking ring.
they're gonna
That shit's
have-
that's gonna fuck you
their,
up.
Their lip is not gonna swell. It's gonna
You're
fucking.
cut.
You're gonna
You're cut.
fucking
Yeah.
have a busted fucking lip.
Yeah.
And oh, I had to hide my
Wait.
swelling. Shut the
Well,
fuck
what
up.
if he took him off before?
Ah.
I'm gonna do some Better Call Saul
he is a-
bullshit and be on her defense
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
a-
Oh, okay. Well, this is the thing. He never takes them off, and she even said that. And then they were like, "Well, if he never takes them off and he hits you in the face," she's like, "Oh, I might have forgotten if he took them off." I'm like, "Oh, you wouldn't know if he. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna know if you get hit by a fucking ring or not. And you're gonna
Yeah.
remember that shit."
Not
It'll
only
be
that,
imprinted. dude.
Yeah.
There was that fucking that trailer incident that apparently he fucking wrecked the whole trailer and they were all pissed off, and then the fucking actual manager of the trailer park fucking comes out and says, "Oh yeah, it was just the scones that was fucking just turned over." Nothing
Yeah.
big."
Oh, and my favorite part of the whole entire
man.
case was the fucking guy from TMZ.
Oh,
Bro, I'm like,
burned her,
burned her,
I'm like,
dude.
oh, so you're the one that fucking took her off.
unintentional burn. Too.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
Like, I can say the same about you.
Dude, my
Amber.
fucking favorite, because I pretty much watched the whole fucking, well, I listened to it, right?
Nope.
My favorite one was Amber Heard's fucking lawyer objecting to his own
To his own
question.
question.
He's like, "So you think objection, Your Honor?" He fucking pulled the fucking what's that?
Oh, sorry.
Danny, what's his fucking name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Danny Carey.
Objection.
fucking
Why?
tool.
Because it obliterates my case.
That's probably why he did it.
Fucking hilarious, dude. I object, Your Honor. But you asked the question.
They actually came out with a song for it.
Really?
For the lawyer, yeah. So it's called Objection Hearsay.
Objection.
And that shit was fucking funny. I was like, when he did that, I was like,
Lawyers, man.
me and my wife both looked at each other like,
What? Are they allowed to do that?
right? Can they object to their own shit? What?
Yeah, Omar's like, Omar's saying over here his favorite part was, and she stepped on a bee.
Oh my god. Yeah. My dog stepped on a bee. Oh,
Stepped on a bee.
this meme I found on Facebook after Johnny won, and I shared it.
Yeah.
It's the Amber Heard, and she's like, "My dog stepped on a bee," and
Yeah,
then it's
that's your freaking
My
picture
icon.
profile thing.
and then it has Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. After he says, "My dog stepped on a bee," he says, "You owe 10 million to me."
You're not gonna be Aquaman 3.
Dude, there's a video on YouTube of Jason Momoa reacting to the whole case,
Yeah,
and he's watching the case, and he's reacting to it, and he's like, oh man, he's just fucking funny the whole thing. He's like, oh come on now listen, watch, she's gonna lie right here. You know, I'm
Hit
like,
us up, man. Hit us
man,
up on our messenger, man.
right,
I got Juan Soto on here asking when we can put a show together. Just hit us up, man, anytime.
yes.
Always open.
But yeah, it was hilarious and everything, and the look on her face when they read the verdict, and I was like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, dude.
it was just salt in the wound with them giving her $2 million. They're like,
Yeah.
and we give you $2 million
Yeah.
out of the $100 million she wanted.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. And they didn't even that whole testimony that she gave about domestic violence and being abused. That was like they didn't even give her shit for that.
Mm-mm.
The $2 million they gave her was for the punitive damages for what Johnny Depp's ex-lawyer had said about
Yeah.
oh it's a hoax, and they staged the whole fucking
Yeah.
crap. And I believe that, man.
I mean,
Shit.
that's true.
Yeah.
But you should have said it because it's
Yeah.
defamation.
Yeah. You know, and that's like, I was like, all right, cool. You know, but it's fucking hilarious that they did that. I'm like, man, you know, somebody in there was like, you know what? Let's be dicks.
Yep. It's a twist the knife a little
They're
bit.
like, you know what? She made us go through all this goddamn bullshit and hear about her dog stepping on a bee.
Talking about dirty carpet.
Right? They're like, we'll give her $2 million.
Turd.
That's probably why she only got $2 million. They're like, she needs to gonna fucking go to potty training classes and learn not to shit on beds.
I mean, she's still in the negative, but
Like,
I mean, here's $2 million.
yeah, right. I think she's like negative $8 million or a negative $7 million.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And
I think
they're-
she's worth -8, I think. Or something.
Yeah,
no
they-
shit.
Yeah, -$8 million.
Oh wow.
yeah. She's there. There's the those
It's all
memes.
going to the lawyers, right?
Or-
Fucking lawyers bill.
There's this meme with the one that they have like that black dude. He's like that, and it says
Rub the hands.
yeah, he's like this, and he's like OnlyFans waiting for Amber Heard.
Oh yeah.
I'll buy that for it.
I bet you would.
Right. Right.
She's gonna be at the next Comic Con.
Right.
Shout out to Ramsey.
Right.
I dare you, Ramsey.
I dare you, Ramsey.
You know she needs the work, man.
Dude.
Three people. I'm sure if you get Amber Heard,
Speaking of which, have y'all seen Alvin and the Chipmunks? Where it
Dude, I
shows
wanna
ugly Sonic.
And he's all fat.
nope.
No,
Can't
you
say
haven't
that.
seen it.
Can't
Check
say
it out.
that.
Check it out tonight, man.
New movie or
It's
what?
fucking hilarious. Well, yeah, it's a movie. It just recently came out. Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it's like a real lifetime.
Yeah.
Like they're like
Oh,
mixed with
where they're like a
humans.
3D. It's like
Yeah.
3D mixed with like the original.
talking about-
Kind of like Smurfs was
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that,
yeah,
or
yeah,
Alvin the
yeah.
Chipmunks were.
Yo, yeah, Chippendales. Alvin and the
Chippendale,
Chipmunks.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of it.
So one of them's like a 3D, the other one's like.
Yeah, and it's like during like us, like
It's during like the
imagine a
90s and all
chipmunk,
that.
cartoon chipmunk with us, you know,
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
like that. It's
I
like
started
that.
seeing that. I did start. Seeing
It's on Disney.
It's on you. That's all I have to download that.
Oh man, it's
Bug
like
News
this.
comes out. The guy from Tailspins comes out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's all like the
Duck-
90s
yeah,
90s
like the
characters.
90s.
Yeah,
Was it good? Because I haven't yet to click download.
it's
It's
pretty
funny,
good,
dude.
man. Yeah.
It brings back like nostalgia, like
Yeah.
old school. Used to come home from school and fucking watch those cartoons. Tailspin, freaking Darkwing Duck.
Dude,
Yeah.
Darkwing is
No,
the
I
shit,
don't think
dude.
Darkwing Duck comes
Oh, he
out.
doesn't come out in
He
it.
doesn't come
Oh,
out.
okay.
Weak.
Yeah.
But But yeah, that's supposed to be really good. I've seen some of it. I haven't really sat down and fully watched it yet, but I'm going to.
It's pretty
Let me
good.
ask you, what did you think of the new Batman
Well,
with fucking what's his name, Pretty
Robert
Boy?
Edward Cullen.
Edward,
Yeah, what was
Sparkly
his,
Batman.
Sparkly, the Sparkly Batman.
Say it. Say what he is.
But I mean,
Oh yeah, Deborah says she's gonna write a book. Amber Heard. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
That's the only way she's gonna make her fucking money back.
right?
She just tell her story. All these.
She should release it on audiobooks and have it Amber Heard. You heard?
You got her.
Yeah, her.
Right. But
Visualize the first chapter.
Right.
For the rest of the chapter.
right, it's gonna be. She's gonna write it.
again.
You're gonna overlap them so you tell it to the same chapter.
You're gonna be reading it and you're gonna be like, I've never heard this story before.
Like, it's just a different font.
And then you're gonna be like, the fuck? This is Aquaman.
That's what talking about. Let her keep it.
Right.
Let her keep her copy of the script.
Right. Right.
Just throw that in there.
That's all it is. It's just a script of Aquaman.
That's the whole body of the freaking.
Oh man,
She wrote the intro though. Yeah, that's cool.
dude, that's hilarious. But yeah, dude, it's a lot of good stuff happening right now with music, especially, and music, man. It's like it's like everybody understood their passion again by not being able to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, you're right, dude. COVID fucking. You started seeing, with the TikTok platform, man.
Mhm.
Fuck, dude. So many talented fucking singers out there.
Yeah, dude.
Ridiculous, bro.
There was-
Producers, like
Randomly doing shit in their freaking
that
garages and
otherwise
stuff.
you would have never fucking heard of. You know what I mean? Like there's a shit ton of great musicians out there, man.
There's this guy that I
Makes
found.
me feel like I'm shit.
You're like,
I'm shit.
Oh, there was this one guy I showed my buddy Jay Moniz. Fucking A, dude. This kid, and I say kid because he is a kid. He is 5. And this fucking kid plays Joe Satriani. Like it's nothing.
Wow.
Like it was nothing. And I'm like, I showed him and Jay's like,
there is no God.
why do I try? What the fuck?
I have been for a second.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, there's no chance now. What the fuck?
I'm never touching another
You know, there's this
Joe
other.
Bonamassa, that guy was playing since he was fucking like 5, 8 years old, man. He
Yep.
was fucking playing huge gigs.
Right. And then my buddy Christian, he was there too, and he's like, he's a badass guitarist. Like I've never seen a person be able to fucking put Eruption in the middle of any song and just go right back in to what he was playing. I'm like, you're badass, and it's always the badasses that are like, I'm all right.
Bro.
A really good guitar player once.
There's a guy I used to play with, Oscar Charino. I don't know. Sorry if I'm butchering your last name, Oscar, but man, that boy is fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those guitarists that's kind of like he hears the song and then he can figure it out like that in 2 minutes. Like, oh yeah, okay, he's playing a G chord. Okay, I hear an A. Okay, in the lead. Yep, I got it, man. Let's do it. I was like, fuck, man.
You're just tone deaf,
Yeah.
man, sorry.
Okay.
Mm.
That's almost like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's D.
Yeah.
G-string. That's a G-string.
You just had a tear, bro.
You just got a taste for the D.
Right.
G-string.
But yeah, there's a lot of badass bands going on. Like in Austin, you got a lot. Man, Austin's just blowing up with shows right
Dude,
now.
I miss playing Austin, man.
Yeah.
God, they closed down the bar that we used to be.
Oh,
It used to be our home.
Dirty
in
Dog.
Austin. Dirty Dogs, man. They used to be our home over there.
You should make
Shout
Come
out
and
to
Take It
Dirty
your new
Dogs.
home.
Yeah. Come and
Yeah,
Take It is
yeah.
awesome, man. We played there a couple times.
Yeah,
I love that
the
place.
Sound is awesome.
The
there.
sound is fucking phenomenal,
So-
man. But it just
so
didn't have the same feel.
The cool thing is this, though. The guy that is co-owner of Come and Take It,
Yeah.
he's the guy that ran all the stuff
Yeah, yeah.
over at Dirty Dogs.
Dirty Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah,
they split
Anthony.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the guy that used to run Dirty Dogs is the one that opened up Come and Take It.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we got on there to begin with. Cause
Yeah.
he was when we started playing at Dirty Dogs. He was still there, right? He was
Yeah.
I
Still,
think so. Yeah.
he was
Is
still
that
there.
The Raw Metal Alliance? Or that's someone else?
Fuck, I don't know.
He was also a hookup for Come and Take It.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
played 2
Fucking
different shows.
Rob, right?
Yeah, Rob. There we go, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob.
Rob's one of the owners. He's one of the owners.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Maybe that's
He's
it.
because there's 2 owners. One of them is Anthony Stevenson. He's Come and Take It Promotions and all that. He's the one that would put on all the shows over there at Dirty Dog. He
Oh,
was.
okay.
It was his promoting company that put all the shows on there.
Shit.
Hence the reason why Come and Take It Promotions, Come and Take It Live.
I was wondering how they got it from because he just messaged us out of nowhere like after Dirty Dog closed and was like, hey, I got these dates available, come take it.
Hmm.
Oh no
And I was
shit.
like, did you
That
guys
makes
know who this
sense.
is? I was like, it was from the Raw Metal Alliance page.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Bro.
okay, now
Yeah.
Now we know.
We
Okay.
put the links together.
Yeah.
It took us this long.
Took us this long.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry.
Yeah, we love you, Rob,
Yeah.
man.
I've always I've been friends with Anthony for a long, long, long time. Like when I lived in Corpus, he used to have a band while he still was in Austin called Killing in Apathy.
Oh, that's a
And,
badass name.
and when I got they used to tour with these guys, the Periwinkle Massacre. It was the Periwinkle Massacre, Shattered Sun, Memories and Broken Glass. They would all tour together all the time. So when I originally how it was supposed to be was I was gonna get this one, and then I was gonna get the one for Memories and Broken Glass, the one for Killing in Apathy, and Shattered Sun. So I'd have all their tattoos. But then I was like, well, they were like, yeah, you could do it in the initials, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm getting KIA on my arm. I'm not gonna have a
Yeah,
fucking
no
tattoo
shit.
saying Kia and shit.
Kill the action. That's especially
Yes,
the
that's bad
fucking
juju.
military guy. That's
Yeah.
probably not
And he
the best tattoo.
says, he's like, I never knew that our initials spell Kia. He's like, God damn it. He was like, and I was thinking about coming out with fucking wallets with just the initials. I was like, Kia's gonna sue the fuck out of y'all.
I can already imagine. Speaking of Kia, shout out to all those families that lost, their veterans and stuff like that. Memorial Day
Yeah,
just passed, so shout out to all the military people. We love you. Come from a military family, so that shit means a lot to me too. Man.
absolutely. Definitely, and that's another thing. Remember, go out to 5x5 Brewing Company. It is a military owned and operated brewing company. And they give mad love to the community. Mad love to the community. Always.
Yeah, Deborah.
So give some love to those guys. Like I said, go out there this weekend, give them some love. They're having an awesome thing. Bring your dogs out. You guys can hang out with your dogs, have some 5x5, and they got food right there in the parking lot because it is the Mission Food Park. So they got that. It's not there no more. No, but they do have. They got a brick fire there. They got a barbecue spot, and then they got a taco place. So, like I always say, I mean, can't go wrong with tacos ever.
We gotta
Yeah.
hit up 5x5, man. We need to go play out there again.
Oh, absolutely, man. 5x5 is amazing, dude. It's definitely my favorite place down here.
Sir.
Hands down. I like a place that gives back to their community. It's a good thing to give back to your community, and a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't give back to their community, and it's really ridiculous that people don't. I don't understand it. I don't know why people can't just give love to where they're from, and you see a lot of people complain about where they're from.
Yeah.
And I've always been one who says,
The grass is greener where you water it.
Yeah, you gotta nurture where you're at, man.
absolutely, and people don't get that anymore. People really don't get that anymore. They
Just want to fuck shit up and then move on to the next place. And fuck that
Exactly.
shit up and keep moving. It's like, man, why don't you just be happy with you? Be grateful for what you have, man. You know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people that don't have what we have.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I am the way I am. Where it's just, it doesn't make sense to me to really complain about it. I mean, you can't complain about shit that is there. I mean, it's not going to change just because you're sitting there saying, "Oh, you know what? I don't like where I'm from because of this or that. They don't have this or that." And to all the bands out there that say they can't make it out of the valley because or they say that, "Oh, well, it's never going to work for me because I live in a small town." All right, I just got one thing to say to you: Shattered Sun.
Shattered Sun.
Sons of Texas.
He's actually one of the guitarists that plays in probably one of the biggest fucking bands ever. Fucking, he plays for Garth Brooks. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's from Westerville, Texas.
Yeah.
Look it up. You don't believe me? Look it up.
Yep.
He plays with fucking Garth Brooks. He tours with him and his wife all the fucking time. He's from Westerville, Texas, man. So yeah, man, there's a lot of great musicians that come out of here.
There is. There
You
is.
hear them because you don't fucking, because they always claim to be from Austin or they claim to be from these bigger cities.
Yes, absolutely.
And so it doesn't. They don't represent the valley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think things are changing, man. I think Sons of Texas really helped kind of
Yeah.
like put the RGV on the map a
Oh, absolutely. You see, and then the thing is with like Shattered Sun, they're from Alice, Texas.
Yeah.
And if you don't know Alice, Texas, I'll tell you this: there ain't nothing there but shit kickers and oil riggers.
Bro,
That's it.
We
did a
played
show
there.
once. Oh my
played
god.
there.
That's a
We
good
played there
term.
once, man. We know how small that
Well,
town is, man.
Yeah.
How small it was. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that fucking name. It was a
Oh,
pretty
biker
bad night
bar,
for me.
man.
Yeah.
We
It was
played some
Yeah.
little fucking.
trash night for you.
We played this biker bar. It was and Shattered Sun. If you guys aren't probably listening, but but yeah, there's this. I forgot the name of the bar, but if they do listen to this eventually, I'd like to know what bar we played at.
I don't remember. It's not there anymore.
It was behind a freaking mechanic shop. It was like a mechanic garage, and then right behind there, it was like a little biker bar. It looked like a saloon that was just converted into like a bar,
Bar,
right?
yeah, it's just like it looked like an event room.
Yeah,
It was
like an
just-
event room or
turned
something,
into a bar.
and they were giving fucking shots every hour on the hour, starting like
Cranberry Fireball.
yeah. Oh my god, bro!
It sounds
I
about
drank-
right.
Yep.
I drank like 10 of them every fucking hour.
Every hour.
And then on top of that, once the bikers started coming through, like we played at midnight that night. I remember that much, right? We
Yeah.
played at midnight.
Remember about half the show.
And, and then the bikers started coming in with their BYOB, so they brought in their
Whiskey
bottles and started giving me shots and fucking pouring the bottles down my throat, like, hey, take a shot, bro. Fucking, and
Nice guys. Very nice guys.
that's all I remember, bro.
Yeah,
I ended up getting- I
You
ended
got
up
pretty
getting
fucked up
fucking-
that night.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you
Like
had
you
alcohol.
threw up like twice. You threw up there after the show, like a couple, like
I
30
don't
minutes
remember
later,
leaving.
and then you threw up
At
when
the
we got to the hotel. And you
Yeah.
threw up red too.
You threw up
We're all
like
thinking, we're
cinnamon.
like,
I was
oh
like,
shit,
cinnamon you threw up
is
there.
he
It
bleeding?
was all fireball, bro.
It
Like,
actually smelled kind of nice.
I was like, hey man.
I was like, oh my god, it's
This
Christmas.
is not that-
The fucking guy.
It smelled like
Smell.
cinnamon and raisins.
And regret.
Right.
I vomit rainbows, guys.
Shit.
That
Damn.
was pretty bad. And then we had a show the next day in San Antonio. We had to
Oh
drive
my
all
God.
that.
Oh,
There's
you
a
slept the
YouTube video.
whole day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were like dead in
I
the
was
truck.
I was still throwing up like
Had to pull over
literally
every,
the
like, 3
whole
miles because
fucking
I'm
way
gonna pull over, and you jump out, throw up, get back
for
in,
2 days
keep going.
straight, dude. I was fucking throwing up 2 days straight.
There's still a YouTube video of that
yeah,
show.
there's a
Jack's
YouTube
Patio.
video at Jack's Patio. I was fucking wearing a
Oh,
gray shirt.
Jack's patio.
I was
remember.
so fucked up, bro. I was still. God.
We literally picked him up like 20, 15 minutes before the show, and he slept the whole fucking day, and like no sound check for him, you know.
I had to do it. We got ready to play everything, and then we had to go back up to the truck and be like, hey, bro, like, it's time. Okay. He gets up, does the entire show,
I
full
pulled it
energy.
together.
Yeah, full
Falls
energy
back to
as much as
sleep.
good, then right back to the truck. Knocked out.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah,
When it comes
yeah.
to the show, man, I'm gonna fucking do my 100%. Doesn't matter.
Every time.
Yeah, he's got reserve rainbows shooting out of his
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn,
I saved
dude.
all my energy that fucking day just for that 20-minute, 30-minute show.
That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. But yeah. That tends to happen when people are do shows with Shattered Sun. I guess it's a coincidence or something, but that type of shit happens every fucking time. Now you see, if it was back in the day when it was like the Periwinkle Massacre and Killing in Apathy and Memories on the same, you wouldn't remember that night.
So you take one
You-
step in and then boom. Blackout.
Like yeah, these dudes would party fucking rowdy hard, like crazy shit. Shots like Jägermeister, straight up just boom. But that's how they started out, and then they would buy these. Where we would hang out in Corpus was a little place. Shout out to Rich's Billiards. Used to be known as Theo's, and
I think
then
I've
it
been there once.
then it turned to Rich's. It's right there on Weber Road, right before you get to Holly. I lived in the apartments across the street from them when I lived in Corpus. That was my place, and they were amazing, man. Always badass fucking shows there, like legit ass shit.
I miss playing at what is it,
Clicks.
no, not Clicks, that rock bar in Corpus, what's it called?
Zeros?
Oh, no, the Rock Box.
The Rock Box.
That's San Antonio.
It's still
It's
there?
still there.
That's San Antonio.
No, Rock Box, yeah, that's
No, it's a fucking,
Black Monk, Gators.
no, It's the
the one
biggest
that's
venue
down-
there, dude.
House of Rock.
House
House
of
of Rock,
Rock.
House of
There
Rock.
you go. That
That's
one. I
the
miss
one.
playing that one. I
Yeah.
love fucking House of
House
Rock,
of Rock
man.
is fun.
I don't
Dude,
think we've ever played Zeros or any
Zero's
other place.
closed down, but you know what?
Monks is still there, right?
Yeah, the Black Monk.
We
Black
played
Monk,
Zeros.
yeah.
Dude,
Black Monk is
A
still
long
there.
time
What's
ago.
that other bar that we played in Corpus? We played there with
Boozers.
no with
Boozers.
We never got to play.
Oh,
we played
Boozers,
we
yeah,
played
yeah,
Those
Boozers.
boozers, yeah.
There's also
Yeah.
there and
That's where we met. We met who? What band did we play there with? Author to Poet.
Oh, I
The
missed
Varsity?
that.
Poet. God,
Played the
that
Varsity?
band was
Those guys are
fucking
awesome.
phenomenal, bro.
That's where the
Author
prosthetics are
Velvet
playing is
and,
Boozers.
What's that other fucking?
Dead Horse.
No, there's another really popular band that has my last name Varela. The guys, they're from New York. What are they called?
It's the varsity?
Varsity.
Varsity, yeah.
Mm.
Varsity.
VRSTY
Boozers
or
are playing
VRSY or something like that.
Yeah.
This Varsity, man. Yeah, but
Those guys are good too.
that guy shares my last name. We're both Varelas.
That's what's up.
Yeah, they're real fucking talented too, man. Those guys.
That's legit, man.
I miss touring.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but it's pretty cool with what's going on. I know a lot of cool people are a lot of bands right now, local bands, which I'm so proud of all you RGV bands. You guys are fucking kicking fucking ass and making me so fucking proud to be from here.
Yes, sir.
You guys are doing some badass shit, man. A lot of new music coming out from a lot of bands. I know Monodyssey got their stuff coming out.
Yeah.
They finally finished their album art.
Those guys are a trip, man.
Oh, I love
their
those
art,
guys.
bro. I saw some of their Facebook posts today. Yeah, they have more art coming or out now right now that there's
Yeah.
mermaids and stuff like that. It looks badass.
We played several shows with those guys, and I gotta say, because they introduced the songs like as like their what they planned for us to hear and see in our head, like samurai walking down the street or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, and then I'll play, and I'll be like, holy shit, I can picture a fucking samurai walking down the street.
You're like, it's fucking genius.
Dude, they were right. What the hell?
I remember we played with them in Austin at that Come and Take It Live.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, we're always throwing shows, man. So we're lucky and blessed that we get the opportunity to bring bands and stuff like that
Mhm.
to venues like Come and Take It, and we have some other venues like the Dead Horse.
The Dead Horse.
Yeah.
That place is fun.
Um,
We met the drummer Ringo, the drummer from Los Lonely Boys.
yeah, those Lonely
He was
Boys.
at
Yeah.
one of our shows.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He comes out in our video.
In our video, he's in our music video
the
for
broken
Broken.
video.
Crazy story
Flashing.
about Los Lonely Boys. So back when I used to live in Austin, they were the people that lived above me.
Oh.
And the people that were were my like direct neighbors was the guys of the band Fastball.
Holy shit.
They
Shit.
Look into
They have a famous. They were like a one hit.
They had, The Way.
Say that, but
Yeah.
The Way is one of their songs. They had a couple of them. They had Out of My Head also.
oh, there we go. That's the one I know.
Yeah, and they were so you would hear Fastball on this side all jamming the fuck out, and then you'd hear these guys up here jamming the fuck out, and I was like, man, I fucking love that shit. I'd actually go out there and be like, yeah, man. I knocked on their door one time, and they're like, too loud. I was like, nah, man, I want to come join. What the fuck?
Was it okay if I stay out here for a while?
Like, I just want you to freak out when you see me staring through your window and shit. Put me in, man. Like, what's his name? Eric Andre. Let me. Fuck yeah, dude.
Got his ass on Jack.
Yeah, those guys are badass, man.
I love Eric Andre, man. That dude fucking cracks me up. He fucking cracks me up. But yeah, man. And not only that, I one of my favorite things about Facebook is just reading the people that writes the stupidest shit, and you're just like, oh god, you're definitely the result of half an abortion, huh?
It's like you took
You're a partial abortion.
the survivor of Plan B.
Yeah. God damn, man. Some of the shit people say, I'm like, wait, what?
What did you
Dodging
say?
coat hangers left and right.
Right?
That's so wrong.
Right? It's gonna be PlayStation's new next video game and shit. Your little baby. Your little baby has to dodge all the hangers on the video game.
I'm
The-
gonna do this shit tomorrow.
I just had a kid.
Right.
He's like, how did you know?
Dude, it's
What is
funny.
life without music?
It's funny. The other day
Life
I
without-
saw this TikTok where like people nowadays are getting witty and clever by the second with the internet.
Yeah.
So I saw this TikTok where some girl's like she's like going to her bed to like pick up her sheets, and then I guess the caption was like when you haven't washed your sheets in a long time, and then you hear like I guess it's supposed to be like the voice of the sheets saying Papa. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh,
so I was like,
shit.
damn,
No,
these people are getting clever, man.
They are.
Coming up with everything.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. See,
I threw away a pair of socks like that.
They got lodged in the trash. Like a throwing star.
oh, it's like that one they have. It says if when the condom you find after that you lost 20 years ago, and it has the fucking guy in the condom.
It's like, damn it.
There it is.
In my closet the whole time. I thought it was a ghost.
I could have played that
Can
text
you-
credit.
yeah.
All this time.
I'm still on that text credit.
Man,
So
I don't even
That's-
know what you've been eating, bro.
that's so hilarious, dude. Oh man,
You know, dude.
you see, that's how come I love my podcast, because it's like this. I don't give a fuck,
That's what we're talking about again.
right? People are like, whoa, this turned to a very dark road.
Where'd it go?
Right.
Where am I? Where's that at?
Oh man, but yeah. Speaking
There
of,
you go.
Get back to the shin list.
There you go.
but yeah, man. I mean, but speaking of that about abortion stuff like that, I actually think that men should never ever have anything to say about a woman's body. It's her body. Then we don't go through any of the fucking emotional, physical, psychological fucking change. I ain't got shit to say. I don't want a girl to say what happens to my nuts. I sure shit don't want to say what's going on with her body.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Just let it be.
Yep. Yep. And that's just the way I see it, man. And if you are a person that believes abortion is wrong, then I support you. I'm behind you. Your belief is your belief, and that's the beauty of America, is that everybody should be able to choose, and religion should never be put in a person's bedroom or in their mindset of what they do with their body ever, because that is their body, you know. And for other people who took,
Yeah, me too. I had went somewhere
Yeah.
else.
yeah. So
Never put religion in your body.
no, ever,
Even if she says, "Oh God."
yeah,
Like that's okay, right?
right.
I mean, like I feel like he'd be like, happy about that.
See, I'm one of those guys like that. A girl says, if I'm banging her and she's like, "Oh God," I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna make me blush."
It's like, no, sorry.
Right.
No. I have a name.
Wrong name. That's Jesus.
I
Next
have a
door.
name. It's Mateo.
See, my homeboy, he told me this one time. He's like, "Yeah, dude, banging my chick," and she screams out, "Oh God!" And I tell her, "Don't call me God. I'm not imaginary."
Did he stop? I mean,
Yeah,
didn't
and-
say this.
No, he busted right after that.
I think it's what
Whoa.
he needed, you know.
Right? He said that, and I was like, "Bro, no, you didn't." He's like, "Yeah, I did. This is the thing. She was a pastor's daughter."
Oh God.
That's like I told him.
She had it coming.
Yeah, literally, literally.
Round of applause for it.
Hey.
And-
That's a good one.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while he gets one.
Every once in a while he gets one. He's like,
That's how they did it.
She had it coming.
She had it coming.
"Oh man, why not? Yeah, you guys can play it when you guys play shows with 40 caliber and they play Pound Town, you know."
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You got it covered.
Right. I remember when I first showed my wife 40 caliber Kiss, and she heard Pound Town. She says, "Did he say Pound Town?" I was like, yes, he did. She's like, "I need to talk to Ramsey," because she said, "Because I thought he was a good boy." I was like, "Oh no." Yeah,
I got
no.
a lot of stories about that guy.
Right.
Back when I used to tour with him and Meth Mare Motorcade.
Yeah.
I'll do that when
This is
when,
how
you,
old I am.
when you have 40 Caliber Kiss and October Roar in the same room and on your podcast, those doors will come out. I promise.
Oh hell yeah, let's do it. Let's
This is
do
how
it.
small the
Mhm.
valley is. I remember playing in bands all throughout like middle school, and one of those bands actually opened up for him a few times. And I was like a huge fanboy. Like, was it Rick? Every time I'd see Rick play a solo, I'd
Yeah.
be like right in front of him. I'm like, oh my god,
Whoa.
I want to be like him when I grow up.
Fucking Rick, man.
You're all
That guy was-
25.
my
I want to
buddy
be like
Rick-
him when I grew up.
My buddy Rick, the guitarist for Methmore Motorcade, man, that guy would go down, bro. He would go hard. Like, take off his shirt, fucking play behind his back, play with his fucking teeth. Like, that guy would go fucking hard, man.
That's what's up.
God,
I love
miss
it.
that guy so bad.
And when I started playing guitar, my cousin would be like, hey, there's this band here in the valley called the Silver Pennies.
The Silver Pennies, dude.
That's
Holy
so
shit.
bad.
We were the
You
only
believe it?
punk band that would play with a fucking 7-string guitar. That's
That's what's up.
we used to play with a fucking 7-string or Rick, Rick.
So my cousin used to live in the same neighborhood as him, so he would like take me over like to his house. Hey, my buddy, I can hear him jamming. You want to go hang out with him?
Yeah, dude, I remember his cousin he was a little kid, man, and I was like 7th, 8th grade, right? And his cousin would come by. He lived like down the street from me, and we'd jam in the fucking garage, and he'd come by, and he'd be like, "Can I watch?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can just chill here, jam out, man." It's like, all right, cool.
Fuck
And then
yeah.
One day he comes with his little fucking tiny little Les Paul.
Epiphone.
So cute, man. I was like, he's like, hey, look, my aunt got me a guitar, and it's like this
So
little tiny Les Paul. I was like, man, that's fucking cool. He's like, does it work? I was like, yeah. I was like,
It's a real guitar.
can I plug it in? So we plugged it in, and I had him play it and everything. He's like, whoa, I don't think he had an amp on it, like on that, like yet. Or if he did, he had like a little
Tiny practice
lunchbox,
amp,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he
That was
plugged
our
it in,
dance
and we had, dude, I remember, side story, fucking had a garage sale, sold all my mom's shit, electronics, pianos, fucking VCRs, and all this fucking electronic shit so I could buy a fucking amp. So I bought a fucking 412 Marshall, which I still fucking have, and I let him plug
Still
into
uses
that. And,
Nice.
and so he was all fucking floored, man. And then years later, he started another band called the And Venus.
And Venus. Yep.
And Venus, they're fucking man. I saw him. I was like, "You're the same fucking little kid that used to come to my house and fucking watch us fucking jam."
Amazing voice.
And fuck, man, phenomenal. Shout
Yeah.
out to Bobby Ruelas. I don't know where he's at right now. I
Shout out
think
to
he's
Fernie.
It's my cousin.
He's in Austin, right? Is he still in Austin?
I think he's still in Austin.
Still in Austin, man. That
Yeah.
guy's fucking phenomenal.
I think he's doing solo stuff now.
Yeah, he became a fucking great fucking guitarist, great vocalist.
Dude, I would love to have him on. You hit him up.
Yeah.
Tell him.
We gotta find that guy. We're gonna have to
Shit,
show
Yeah.
man, he's one of those that just doesn't like to be found. Like,
Oh,
hit him
yeah.
up-
I
I've
like
hit him
those
up.
type of people.
a few times, man. But
I'm related to the guy, and I still haven't heard from him in years.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That would be really cool because that's an awesome fucking story. That's kind of like how with Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. Steve Vai learned to play from Joe Satriani.
shit, I didn't know.
Steve Vai was his neighbor, and he came over to him with a guitar and strings. It was like, teach me, you know, and he did. And now we have the epicness of
Yeah.
Steve fucking Vai, and you know,
Man,
but-
rest in peace.
yeah, you know, I love music. I love music, and I love stories like that. I love hearing that a musician inspired somebody to play.
That's-
You know,
It still freaks me out. Like I still every once in a while I'll get like this guy like, oh, I used to watch you when I was a kid. I'm like, fuck, man,
I didn't realize it until like
it's so
later.
weird.
Like we were talking to Jem for like
Fanboyed
3
you.
years.
He fanboyed you.
Well, I always knew that you were.
He
I always
did.
knew he was a Methmore Motorcade.
That's why you
dude,
wanted-
he
That's
stalked
why
you,
you
bro.
wanted
That's
to
how he
know
got
that.
into the band. He fucking was like, I'm gonna be in this band. I'm gonna act like I don't even know his band.
I don't even know who he is. But
Did
one
you
day
know
he's gonna be a
the first
singer,
time-
drummer. I'll play guitar for you.
The first time you saw me perform with my other band, the Kennedy Curse, did you know who I was?
I did not know who you were. Okay, so the way that worked out, because we were looking for a singer, we still had Benjamin or Bacon, we called him.
Bacon.
Used to be our singer or screamer back in the day. We were having a comeback show, but then he had told us that he was not going to be able to jam at any given point after that. So we were like looking for a singer. So we saw this guy go up. At one point, his mic falls off of his mic stand, and he drops to the floor. Instead of picking up the mic, stopping picking up the mic, he drops on the floor, lays singing into the mic, laying on the floor, and Sean and I are like, okay, that'd be cool.
That's when
I
I play
didn't wanna-
guitar. When I used to play guitar.
Yeah, this guy every time.
I didn't want him.
Every time I'm like,
He still doesn't like me. When he gets drunk, he fucking.
look him around.
I don't like you.
Just leave me here.
You stole my other singer, Bacon. I love Bacon.
It's not that. It's just like at the time, you know, I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't feeling you, but
You're
you're
an
good
angry
now.
boy.
You're good.
I'm okay now.
You're okay.
You're
Did I-
good.
did I win you
You're,
over a little bit?
You're good. Yeah.
Until he gets drunk again.
But that's how it happens. I mean, that's how you know he really does like you. I mean,
He wouldn't punch you otherwise.
I know.
He cares for
He
he gets drunk and then he's like,
Not
"Fuck
punching
it."
me while I was driving. Nah, unless he really loved me.
Yeah, that's just facts right there.
I actually didn't hit you, but
You did it. You
so that's
fucking
why I
drunk
didn't
it.
punch you.
You kept hitting the fucking seat. That and Sean kept fucking stopping. Oh yeah, shout out to Sean. Shit, we haven't even
Oh yeah, we're
given
missing
our
two
other
members.
members fucking.
They're both
Sean's
working.
not here. He's fucking working, and our new drummer. We haven't even introduced him
Oh, yeah.
properly, right?
Oh, he's our new old drummer.
New old drummer. Yeah, I was telling you,
Yeah.
he played in our
It was
first EP.
the self-titled EP.
Yeah, the
Or no.
Tragedy EP. It was the Tragedy EP.
No, that was Rick for that one. He played on our
Oh
first
yeah,
full
right.
length.
Oh
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
the-
The first full length, the Broken album.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the drummer for that one. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, he's but I know why I'm getting confused because Rick recorded the Tragedy
Tragedy
EP,
one.
but fucking Julio is our new drummer now. He toured with us with
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
fucking
with that album.
with that album. Yeah. Get that shit confused.
It's
Can't-
so confusing, yeah.
Can't keep up with all these goddamn drummers.
Yeah, but they're
Right.
they're working
Yeah.
right now.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
Spinal Tap. Y'all seen Spinal Tap?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
the one
They
with
go
the
through all
fucking
the.
cucumber wrapped in fucking aluminum.
What?
No? Is
Uh-huh.
that the only part? I think that's the only part I got from that movie.
Is that the one with the cups and the girl? No, what?
You see, I believe that if you ever meet somebody and they don't get that reference, it is your duty to
That's what
send them the link for that,
Yeah.
and don't say shit. Just let them see the shit.
Just dumb yourself watching it for me, please.
Yes,
Ah, this is awesome, man. It goes to 11.
Oh, no, I have ice cream again.
like yeah.
Wait. Are we talking about Spinal Tap or are we taling about the other cup?
Either one.
The what?
There's a road.
This guy don't know.
Is it?
Stop.
You're about to get the link.
Why by like 20 people?
Two girls in a cup?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. The cup. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
One guy, one cup.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Who's
Adrian.
got the biggest and best smile in the RGV? I know. Deborah, who is it? I'm curious. It's got to be Matt. Smile, Matt.
I can't do it on command.
Smile, Matt. Oh,
See, that's different. It's
Oh,
different. It's not the same.
don't
It's
do
not
that, dude. Don't. Oh, whoa.
I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger when I smile.
You get the get to the chopper.
Oh, damn, dude. But
Did you ever were you around the RGV scene when Stillborn was here with Matt Rios and Isaac and Frank Salinas? He was guitarist.
what year was that?
Stillborn, fuck man, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No.
No,
I got here like around 2011.
Oh, okay.
But
Man,
I
those were good
I
times.
saw them do that little get together they did over at the spot for
Rock Relief?
yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
yep. Yeah, that was our first time back.
Yeah.
We were there. We played that show, right?
We did,
Yeah.
yeah. we played with him.
Yeah, I remember seeing Matt in all his glory.
Right. I remember when Matt Rios told me that he was in a band. He was like, yeah, I used to be in a band, in a rock band, and I was like, bro, you don't have to lie to make friends, bro.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
And and Frank is just like he's right there just chiming in too, like, yeah, bro, we all know you can't be in a band. Oh, what next? You're gonna say you're Ramsey?
It's like Val Kilmer saying, "Hey, I remember when I used to be Batman."
Oh.
Hey, you guys remember when I used to be
That's so
Batman?
bad.
I can't.
Oh
When
man.
I saw that fucking documentary, I was so sad, dude. I was like, what happened to fucking Bill Kilmer? Fucking wow, he lost he had throat cancer, right?
Oh,
or some
is
shit.
that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his voice, man. He got fucking bad.
What is it?
Oh, now I can't-
Tracheotomy?
He has a
Trach-
trach on, yeah. He's got a trach on. It's sad documentary. I mean, the cool thing is that, have you seen that documentary?
Yeah.
He's got a fucking warehouse full of videos that he's made, like homemade videos.
Oh.
He's got literally a warehouse full of fucking videos.
Yeah.
Just videos, little movies that he's made, and all that shit. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
A legacy.
Yeah, man, and fucking Top Gun, you know.
Yeah.
He would have. Did he come out in the new Top Gun? I haven't seen it.
He's supposed to have. Because they have him in there.
They
His
do?
character's there, yeah.
Oh shit.
Is it CGI or is it just like actually?
It's a hologram.
It was like they just blur out the trick.
He wears a scarf,
Right.
turtleneck the whole movie.
A little weird.
Right.
Still a
That's
guy.
what he did for the
Sun's out.
documentary, right?
Yeah, he
mainly wore a scarf.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He's gonna wear a scarf and they're gonna be like, is he a jet pilot or is he Red Baron? What the fuck?
Is he gonna sneeze and it's gonna go?
Yo.
If you're watching this.
He's a-
Comer.
He's like, I swear I'm gonna fuck all those guys up.
Please
Believe
show
it or
us
not,
so we
we're-
can get some
I'm a big
notoriety.
fan of Val Kilmer.
Tomorrow you're gonna wake up, you're gonna have an email from Val Kilmer like, would y'all like to do a show?
Dude, my
Too bad.
he fucking played Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
That's
Right.
right.
He
Great
sure shit
fucking
did.
job in that
Did
movie,
awesome
man.
job playing Jim Morrison.
Oh man, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll go on the record saying no one else could ever do that part.
He could.
It
No.
was Jim Morrison.
He was
Yeah.
fucking Jim Morrison. You know what?
Yeah.
In that documentary, like I guess his kids or his ex-wife say that he was literally like he played on and off the screen. He was Jim Morrison. Like he was
Yeah.
the fucking
He did method
yeah
acting.
yeah. He was
Not
fucking
meth
do
head,
drugs.
method.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would fucking smoke pot. He was a fucking. He became a heavy drinker. He wanted to play the part, and he wanted to be the character. That he did it
Yep.
so bad, like he fucking became Jim Morrison.
Yeah, dude, it was
He was
amazing.
a spitting fucking image, man. Like,
Yeah.
god damn, you look at both of them, like, fuck.
He fucking nailed it perfect.
He
Yeah.
nailed it, man.
I was like, what the fuck? When I saw that movie, I was like,
See, I actually saw that movie before I started listening to The Doors. So originally I thought that it was just like a documentary. Because I thought it was like just a really well shot documentary.
right,
Freaking Doors. Where'd
He-
you get all those angles?
right, right. You're like, I never saw a documentary so titties.
I grew up with fucking. I had Jim Morrison on my door, like fucking.
Yeah,
had
that's my
poster of
guy.
Jim Morrison on my door because it said the door.
The Doors.
Yeah.
It's figured.
Jim Morrison, Pink Floyd.
Fucking
Mhm.
funny.
fucking-
You're so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Morrison. Like, I've always loved the Doors. The Doors is just the
They were
shit.
way ahead of their time, man. It was
Way
like
ahead.
The Beatles, man. Beatles
Oh,
were
yeah.
way fucking ahead of the time. You listen to their music, man. They got a little bit like you can tell they influenced the fuck out of like today's music. You know what I mean? They had pop, they had rock before rock was rock. They had psychedelic music before psychedelic was like a big thing. You know, like I don't know, like fucking Tool. You can hear some Tool and fucking and the Beatles and
Yeah.
some songs. Like if you listen to them, like they have that off timing in some of those some of their psychedelic era songs. Yeah, man. I can see why Kurt Cobain was a huge fan of the Beatles.
Yeah. And that's my thing is that I love all the genres of music. Right? When people chill with me at my house and we're drinking and listening to music, people trip out because my music is just so fucking just
Fucking random,
like-
diverse.
like I meet a lot of people and they're like, yeah, my music is bipolar too. I'm like, oh no, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Like my stuff would go from like Cannibal Corpse straight up to like freaking yes,
Yep.
actually yes,
Yeah, no, that's how it has to be.
yes, stuff like that.
We jammed some
We
fucking
jam
Yes.
Backstreet Boys every time in the bus. We would jam some
Mariah
Backstreet Boys,
Carey.
Mariah Carey. Yep.
God, we
Boyz
jammed
II
the
Men.
shit out of Mariah Carey.
Have you guys seen that React video on TikTok of people listening to like actually sitting down and they take all the music away so you can just hear the lyrics of Jessica Simpson's song what is it All of Me or some shit like that
Shout out to my babies.
but oh yes, shout out to to those
Emma.
little ones.
Emma and Justin, I love you.
Emma and
Love you.
Justin, yes,
My
shout out.
babies. My babies at home.
Justin Gael.
Justin Gael.
The
Emma Ray.
the video, the TikTok. It's them listening to the songs by Jessica Simpson, and their reactions is the best because they realize at that moment what that song's about, and just like I'll just say this: a part of the lyrics, she says, I'll be down here on my knees, enjoying every drop here on my knees," and she says, "I'm gonna love you forever." Holy shit! I heard that lyric. I was all like, "Oh, it's a dirty song."
My daughter used to sing that
What
song.
song is it? The Britney Spears?
No, Jessica Simpson.
Oh, Jessica Simpson.
The song that she wrote for Nick Lachey when she was getting married.
Oh,
Brittany
him?
would never
she
say that
sucks.
shit.
Dude, yeah, Nick Lachey sucks because he lost Jessica Simpson. Like, what the fuck? Like,
And then again,
Daisy.
she was a fucking ditz, man. I'm
98
sorry.
degrees.
you know what? I'll take a ditz over Amber Heard.
I need to have some smarts, man.
You know, at
Britney
least if
Spears.
she shit on the bed, I'd be like, okay, she's not all there. I mean,
Well, it doesn't smell that bad, right?
I mean, there's,
I mean-
but there's also Psycho, and there's.
yeah, there's.
I'd rather have a ditzy chick than a Psycho chick.
yeah, it's funny. It gives you,
Well, I
hey,
mean, if you only have those two choices, yeah, I'd rather.
you're like, yeah, I'll see where you're coming from.
But I've dated a ditzy chick, and I was like, man, I can't fucking have a conversation with you, like.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Oh yeah, but you don't marry that. You just
Yeah.
fuck that.
uh,
You know?
Hopefully
You're
you don't
right.
watch
I
it.
digress. I digress.
I digress. So I bust out a list of names. I love you, Kathy. I love you.
You know?
Kathy, yeah.
They, but this is the thing though. I knew a chick. She was ditzy as fuck. Like seriously, I would go there, pick her hair up, and be like, "Yeah, checking your air gauge." Like,
Just making sure you're full.
Oh, thank you.
like, holy fuck, she was like. I would always tell her, you know,
She was 2 cents away from being broke.
oh man, that chick was something, man. She literally told me that she thinks that she was pregnant, and get this, because she saw a pregnant baby doll, and now she's pregnant.
Wow.
And I said, "Is that how that works?" So I was telling her,
Shit, I don't know.
what drug are you on?
My mama said that if I kissed you, I would be pregnant.
Where she saw, and
But we're cousins. We can't.
oh, what was that? My friend said today there was these kids that are running around in the pawn shop today, and he says, you know, when you see those people that they thought it would be okay to do incest, but we know it's not. That's what you get.
Oh, that's the poster right there. Don't do it.
I was like, man, dude, these kids were something. What the fuck, man?
Fucking, if I had a better Trojan commercial ever.
Right?
That's fucking perfect right there.
Like, what the
That would be a
fuck?
good.
Yep.
That would be a pretty good commercial.
It would, right? I guarantee people be like, yeah, no.
You know what? You're right.
You are right.
Population crisis averted.
Right? Like,
That
dude.
tree doesn't branch out. I swear, I don't know what's wrong with it.
They're
Not supposed to talk about that. Where'd you get that?
like, that must be
Tree
one
goes
of
straight up.
that must be one of them special trees, you know, Kentucky trees. It's a Kentucky redwood.
Like, hey guys, it's okay. It's puppy love. Same
I
here.
love me some kind of tree. What kind of tree? Mm.
Dude, there's like this guy. His name is Wheeler Walker Jr. Bruh, this
Dude.
guy is hilarious as
You're right,
fuck.
Pepper.
More immediately forced to fuck your cousin.
Right?
That name.
Dude, the thing is this. He writes country music, making fun of country music. Making fun of rednecks and stuff. He literally has a song called Family Tree, and you know what that's about. He's talking about dating this chick and saying that he wants to fuck everybody in her family tree. Like he even goes in there. He's like, like the end of the lyrics part. He says, "Save your dad for last, so I can eat out his ass." Yeah.
Girl.
All right.
Speaking of smart women, my wife is on. Hi, baby. Love you. Shout out to my wife, Odelia.
Shout out to Odelia up in here.
I love you.
Oh, hey, always having.
Love you,
In
baby.
case you're watching,
I love you.
she'll get mad
Right.
if she got a shout out and we didn't get a shout out.
Shout out
Oh,
to Babes.
Like oh man, like when me and my wife when we got married, I sang to her, and my homeboy's wife looks at him and punches her. "Ah, you never fucking sing to me." At the end of it, he's like, "Bro, you can't do that romantic shit, bro."
You can't do that shit live.
He's like,
Come on.
"You're breaking bro codes, bro."
Because everybody else has
See,
to do
baby,
it.
Right.
Get me in trouble,
There's
babe.
a camera like
Get me in trouble.
Immediately can't go double dates because immediately like the chick looks at you like, must be nice.
Right? Yep. And like, but that's the thing is that I'm that old school romantic guy. I am just always that way. Like
Have that bone.
30 minutes of knowing my wife, I told her I was gonna marry her.
Whatever, bro. I've seen you and Rubes together, bro. You have.
Well, when we're already together, but like, when it comes to like planning shit and like doing all this stuff, I mean, I wish I had that bone in my body.
Oh, you have a bone in your body.
Oh,
Bone.
you want a bone in your body? What?
I have
That
the
doesn't
bone.
work.
That doesn't work.
Like
You
you're
have
saying,
the
it doesn't
bone?
work. You have the bone, but it doesn't work.
What,
You
wait,
wish you had the bone that worked, but you don't have the bone.
I'll
that
borrow it one of these days. It's fine. But
works. One of these days.
I just don't have that romantic
It's just one of those
urge.
things.
I don't have the.
Oh, that's a good song.
Right? You know what
I
I'm
don't
Yeah.
have the. What do you call it? The foresight to think
Did
of
we just
romantic
put you on
crap.
the spot? We put you on the spot.
She knows.
he's like,
But-
she
but
knows.
the
She
thing
knows what
about
she
Kobe,
gets.
Like, is like she knows that if I'm out somewhere and I think I'm like walking by like the grocery store or some shit, I'll be like, oh, Ruby likes that, and I'll just grab it for her, like cookies or some shit. And
Aww.
I'll show up and I'll be like, oh, like, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm not trying to be romantic or anything, but I'll be like, oh, here you go, babe.
But that's the thing.
And then she's like, oh my god, you thought about it.
You see, this is the thing. Is that that's what makes it romantic. See, planning is not romantic. You're planning it out.
Yeah.
Like you're already like.
Thank you. See, I'm more romantic than you.
Whatever, you're a douche.
But it's those
Douche.
because I'll tell you this: a woman will remember anything you do for her. I will tell you that right now. Like a motherfucker, you do stuff for them, they're gonna remember that forever. They are very grateful and they are very appreciative of that. But when you do it just spontaneous, you just come back and they didn't have to ask you for shit, and you come back and you're like, I got this for you, babe. Oh man, they're gonna be like, this guy right fucking here, like.
There's such a soul out of here.
Deborah just made a good point. She married or dating a musician takes a special kind of woman.
It does.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
really fucking does.
They
Absolutely.
got a lot of shit,
They
man.
do.
Yeah.
Props to my wife for that shit, because honestly,
Props to Ruby.
me leaving her alone with 2 kids,
Yeah.
sometimes, or one kid at home, like back before my baby boy was born,
It's
like
gotta be hard.
2019, we were like fucking touring all over the place.
Yeah.
She was pregnant. We didn't know if we were gonna have a C-section or she was gonna like squirt it out. Like, we didn't know. I'm just leaving her by herself to fucking do her thing. And
Shoot.
yeah, so shout out to my wife and
Oh,
to
absolutely.
all the girlfriends and musicians' wives out there. It does take a special girl to date a musician. I know
Oh,
we're not
yes.
easy to fucking. We're difficult people, man.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Canceled plans.
You see-
Cancel plans, fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a gig that fucking day. Can't go to that.
Yeah.
Your mom's
Yeah.
birthday. You can't go to your fucking cousin's quinceañera or whatever. Like,
Yeah. You can't go to your wedding.
yeah, you sit on your own fucking wedding. Like, God, you have to hire a fill-in.
Like, damn it.
For the white bitch.
Yeah.
Either way.
Somebody's
But it's like with my wife, I always give her shout outs and everything with her letting me do this podcast. I mean, she literally lets me bring a bunch of strange ass motherfuckers up in her house, and she never says shit, and she's super nice about it and loving about it, and she supports everything I do, like hardcore. There's been times I wanted to give up on this, and she's like, "No, babe, you got to keep doing this. You got this."
Same
You
for
know.
me, man. My wife's.
Does it make you happy? Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Like,
Then do it.
stop. Shit,
Yeah,
stop.
there's been a few times in this band where I was like, man, fuck it, like I'm
Yep.
done. I don't want to start over. I don't want to fucking, we if you followed October Roar, you notice that we've been through a couple drummers and
Yeah.
it sucks, man. Like being a musician and then being in a touring band, it takes a lot, dude. It takes a
It
special
does.
one. Like you got to do it because you love it. You can't do it for the fucking money. You can't.
Yeah.
No,
If you're in an original band, if you do it for the money, you're not in the right fucking spot, man. You're
not
getting
at all.
paid nickels and dimes everywhere you fucking go, man.
Yeah,
You're lucky to break even.
Yeah, you're lucky if you get your fucking money back. It's
Yeah.
an investment that you're making on yourself.
absolutely.
And be ready to fucking lose, because there's a lot to lose and little to gain. You have to do it for what you fucking love.
Well,
Love the
absolutely.
music, right? So we've been through musicians or drummers specifically, because they just don't have not fuck man. I'm not gonna talk shit, but it's just that some people do it for money. Some people just can't handle like that whole the dedication it takes to
Absolutely.
be a fucking band. You have to be that asshole every once in a while that says, "I'm sorry, man, I can't fucking make it to this fucking gig," or I can't hang out with the family tonight because I have a gig, or sorry, I'm gonna be fucking on the road to so and so, whatever city this
Yes.
time. So we have to fucking change our plans and do something else, or like it sucks, man.
It's a sacrifice.
Like honestly, I have very few friends. I have a lot of fucking acquaintances.
Yeah.
A lot of friends I get, like, I still consider them friends, right? But they're not close friends.
Except for you fine folks.
Yeah. But it's just, when you're growing up, like me, like growing up, instead of going hanging out with like my friends that were like high school friends or middle school friends, I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, no, I'm gonna go hang out with my band friends, go fucking spend literally like hours fucking just jamming, like fucking
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the fucking garage, sweating your balls off and fucking just making your art that much better. You know what I mean? Like just like honing in your craft. And I lost so many friends like that. Like, friends went that way. Like, well, you don't want to come hang out with us? I'm sorry, man. I got band practice. Like, I can't go to that party today, or can't go to this fucking whatever today.
Yeah.
I mean, you just want to fucking jam.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day when I had my bands and stuff like that, it was like that all the time, and I just chose to just stay fucking single. It was so fucking much easier, because I'm a guy who, if I'm with somebody, I want to go all in with them, 100%. Like, I'm not one of those people that sit there and say, I'm gonna the baby steps. Fuck that, dude. 30 minutes to knowing my wife, I said, I'm gonna marry you. I fucking knew it. I just saw her and I was like, you're the one I'm gonna fucking marry. We just clicked immediate. She had so many things that I was into, and she always encouraged me. She always was like a positive force for me. And so I did. When I got married to her, it was my happiest moment in my life. Today, still to date, it is the most successful thing I ever have done in my life was to marry that woman. She has always had my back, and she's always believes in me. She's just solid like that, and
That's awesome, man.
she goes through a lot of shit with me with my health and everything, and she never turns her back on it. She's right there. Like, I take a medicine that I have to take every single night for my pulse to keep that shit down, because even at resting, my pulse is at like 150.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So it
It's like a
just
corporal.
yeah, well, it's some other little fucking tiny ass fucking pill, but it drops my blood pressure, like not my blood pressure, but just my pulse fast as fuck.
Yeah,
So
I'm just kidding.
it really trips me out. It makes me lose my balance, So my wife is like right there. If I have to get up in the middle of the night, she's like right there holding me, getting me over there. She has my back, and that's what you want at the end of the day. And I tell a lot of my friends, they're like, yeah, but I want her to be fine as fuck. I'm like, bro, you know what? Fine as fuck fucking sags and bags later in the years. Like,
that shit goes away, man. You gotta fall in love with the heart. You gotta fall in love
Yeah.
with the mind. You gotta fall in love with the person, man.
yeah, and
That's why I married my wife.
Jessica Simpson.
yeah,
Thank you, Deborah, for that. That was awesome. That was a good conversation.
and I like that type of stuff. But I'm that romantic type too, though. I love doing things for my wife. It's my favorite stuff. When I find something, I'm like, oh, she's gonna fucking love this.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking love that. I get more happy with that than I do about buying gifts for anyone else, because just to see her light up for that moment, I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's the reason why I refuse fucking to get her flowers
Boom.
I fucking hate that bureaucratic fucking commercial date.
Yes.
They fucking
How much were they charging for flowers?
flowers,
and
bro.
candies?
Like you get a fucking
like $70 for
any
candies?
other day of the fucking year, you can get flowers, a fucking dozen roses for like $25-$30. Valentine's Day, $80, dude, for fucking that
That's
same
me.
bouquet.
You see,
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not that dude. I told my wife, don't expect fucking flowers on Valentine's Day. If I do get them for you, they're not for Valentine's Day. They're just because I fucking love you. I
Yeah.
get her flowers throughout the whole fucking year. It doesn't matter what day. It doesn't have to be an anniversary. Doesn't have to be fucking
I'm gonna have to fact check
anything,
this.
a birthday, nothing special. I just get her fucking just
Okay,
because
come in here.
flowers.
you see,
Yeah,
I'm the
I
same.
love my wife.
I'm the same way. Just like I refuse to. I will never ever gift my wife any fucking kitchen appliances. Fuck that. I hate that fucking mentality of being like, oh, we're
I'm
we're
guilty of that.
we're being, yeah, but
Well, because she asked for it.
but when she asked for it, you see, that's different. You see, originally it was, and here you go, ladies. You guys are gonna get some schooling right now and understand that you guys got duped for so many fucking years. So the idea of giving a gift of equivalent to kitchen stuff was actually because of men telling women that that's where they belonged. How could you be interested in anything other than kitchen stuff?
I tell my wife all
You
the
see?
time, you gotta be fucking pregnant, barefooted in the kitchen. If you're not, we gotta work on that pregnancy thing. We still work on it. We still work on that whole pregnancy thing.
There you
She's
go.
not pregnant again anymore, but I don't think.
I don't think.
She'll get there. Well, she'll get there. We're still working on it. We practice every day.
Oh man, speaking of that stuff, there's this video that was on TikTok. Holy fuck, dude, it was so great. This
I gotta
girl,
piss. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Can I use your pisser?
yeah, straight down the hall.
I'll take the ball. I take the.
I'll take your phone.
I'll take the. And you can go.
He's about to get blocked on Facebook if he takes it.
Community guidelines.
Can't make fun of disabled
But-
people with short dicks.
Oh, good damn it, dude. Oh, that's fucking funny because that statement right there is gonna be on this podcast forever.
Hey, you can't take anything off the internet.
No, hey, you know what? You know the greatest part of that is that October Roar makes it big. I'm cutting that clip out and I'm putting it at the beginning of one of y'all songs.
Hey, do it. It'll be one of our hidden songs.
Hit track number 151.
You can't make fun of people with a short dick. That's just the best, man.
Yeah, well, country song.
Right? That's gonna be the name of it.
The one and only country song.
Your one and only country song. Can't make fun of a person with a short dick. Oh damn, man. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in the world. But music has always been my staple. You see,
Escape.
it is.
It has to be an escape.
It has to. You know, I can't tell you how many hours a day I listen to music. Like literally, I'm on disability now, so I'm able to kick it all day and just smoke fucking fat ass joints and listen to music all fucking day. Fuck yeah,
Dream, man.
it is, dude. Living the damn dream. And then I do a podcast, and I find it so funny when you tell somebody you have a podcast, and they're like, "What? You got a podcast? Man, you're cool." I'm like, you know, you can do this. I don't like.
It's like, yo, dude, here, go live, dude. Boom, you have a podcast.
I'm like, you know, but it does take a certain person to actually do a good podcast.
Yeah, no,
You see, because I've seen some
Yeah,
podcasts, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've seen some film ones, and it's just like, okay, I'm not gonna be here for that long, and that's it.
like there's this one, and this guy all the whole time while he's talking, he's just heavy breathing while he's talking, and I'm like, oh, you definitely were a suspect on fucking.
How about them Cowboys?
He's got a bass match in the first place, that chick.
I guarantee you were a perp on SVU. Like, holy fuck. Totally getting some rapey vibes coming right now.
It's like, where do you live?
Speaking of podcasts, shout out to I think OK Robot has a
Yeah.
podcast. And
Yes.
Beans have a podcast. podcast. So
Yes.
I listen to that shit every once in a while.
I actually have
Not all the
OK
time,
Robot
as much as
coming
I
on
want.
later this month.
Oh, badass, man.
I
They're
also
badass.
have Never High coming up. I fucking love those guys, man. I love their story and everything and how they came to be. And they're amazing. If you guys look back quite a couple episodes back, Never High came on before. I want to have that set up where I always have the bands come back, because I believe in growth of a band, and a band does grow and a band does change throughout time. So they should come back and be able to do what they got to do, and always put it out there.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate your platform, man. You're supporting. You've always been a huge supporter of local music. I've seen you at like half of our fucking shows, or if somebody fucking goes live, I always see you in there. You know what I mean? Like you always try to support the local scene. And there's another family, the Mingo Benavides. The Benavides
Fucking love
family.
those guys.
They're there for every fucking local show as well, man. And you have no idea, man. Like
how much that means.
how much that means to us as musicians, man. Like the love that we get from you, for fans like you and family and stuff like that. God,
Yeah.
it makes honestly
It keeps us going.
it makes this shit, all the shit that we get, it makes it worth it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just that little fucking
Yeah, it's
like Deborah fucking coming on her live, saying hi, and Omar and fucking and Mark, that it honestly means a shitload to a small band like us. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
you think we'd be tired after the years of playing like show
Yeah.
after show after show, but still, if we play a show and there's just one person like going crazy.
Real quick, can I get you guys to do something? Can I get you guys to switch over to this couch? This camera's freezing up a lot.
oh yeah, we can definitely do that.
So that way I'll just put it on this one. We'll get it like this. We will
Yeah,
be right back with you guys. Well, you can keep talking. I just have it on my...
Yeah. So that whole thing means a lot. It goes a long way for us. You know what I mean? It keeps us going because there's been plenty of times where I've been like, man, fuck this.
Why am I doing this?
Nobody even fucking likes our music. Nobody even fucking pays attention. Nobody even fucking cares. Why the fuck am I still doing this shit? And then we get fans like Deborah and fucking. I've had friends that say that actually listen to our lyrics and have been like, "Hey man, like your fucking lyrics."
Oh yeah,
Like-
we got that with Tragedy and Broken.
Yeah, like they
like this got
they
me through
hit
a hard
me-
time and
they hit me like in a place that that I never even it got me through some shit, and that makes it all fucking worthwhile. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's why we fucking are doing what we're
Chemistry's
doing still. So
Yeah,
just want to
absolutely.
give a shout out to people on our live stream. Deborah, you're fucking awesome. You're amazing. Boyo's always been there in every fucking band that I've played in. He's been there since Meth Bar Motorcade, Kennedy Curse, the Jericho Machine, freaking what other bands have I played in? 40 Caliber Kiss, yeah, the Slut. He's been there from the beginning, man, and Mark used to play with him when he was in the fucking Los Jammers, Los Pinche Jammers. We played at what was that fucking the pizza place here in Edinburgh?
CC's.
No, it was literally called
Denny's.
it was called
pizzeria?
the pizza place.
Pizzeria?
Was it the pizzeria right in front of the theater? There was that venue right in front. We played with them. It was
no.
badass stage, and there was
Yeah.
like 10 people there.
I know what you're talking about. Oh,
Your
fuck.
No, dude.
No.
It was in front of the AMC theater.
Yes.
AMC?
It was that at one
We were
point.
in Edinburgh.
It was that at one
Carmine.
point.
It's called your place.
At
This
one
is?
point,
It's
yeah.
It's like the Blue Agave now or something.
Yeah, but it was like a pizza joint, wasn't it?
Like that. No, it's just
No.
No, it was a venue.
Yeah.
It's your
That served
place, yeah.
pizza.
Big
We
circle
played in
right?
the front.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
bar
yeah,
was
yeah.
on the-
Yeah.
The bar was
It
beside
was
the
called your
wall.
place.
Yeah, well, we played with them there. It was
Yeah.
fucking Los Jammers. My buddy was the drummer for Los Jammers, which we were in a fucking cover band before he went to jail, called One Night Only because he was going to jail the next day. So we played a gig
Shit
We played a
happens.
gig at Cops Lounge in Harlingen, and
Playing on the 25th this month.
yeah, oh yeah, we are playing the 25th this
With what's his name's promotion?
Chicken shit.
Chicken
yeah,
Shit.
Chicken
Yeah.
Shit Promotions. Yeah, man.
Sean's LT.
Yeah, I like that guy, man. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to LT.
Yes.
He fucking
Absolutely.
does sound, so hit him up. Chicken Shit
Yes.
Productions. He'll do sound for you. Also.
Yes.
Um,
Awesome. Yeah, dude. That place Cops, man. The first time I moved down here, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, man, you want to go to Cops Lounge?" I was like, "No, that sounds horrible." He's.
God, Cops.
I was like,
That sounds like the opposite of a good time.
I'm like, I'm high as fuck right now. I got weed on me. I don't want to go to any place called Cops Lounge. He's like, why? I was like, it's literally Cops Lounge. It's a lounge where cops hang out, man. I don't want to go there. He's like, nah, man, it's a fucking rock bar, man. You know, I was like, what? Why do they want to scare me like that? Oh, fuck.
That's horrible marketing.
It used to be a rock bar, but then after, because I know like a lot of shows before Hop Shop was, Hop Shop. I mean, I know it's always been a staple of a name, but like before it came back into the scene, Cops was bumping for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, no, it was like
I remember playing back in the day.
It was
Yeah.
a
Cops was there.
place to jam.
I
Because
remember.
I know Franco used to book shows at Cops, but then he moved to the Hop Shop after, something happened with him, and then Blaine took it over after Franco like started doing his own thing with music.
Yeah.
So I
Like
mean,
the newcomers.
Yeah.
that was a good thing because Hop Shop is like fucking banging nowadays. They're in
Dude, I
Hollywood.
love Hop Shop.
Shop is home.
Yes. And you know what? Anybody who is in the music scene, especially the rock metal scene, that doesn't give respect to Hop Shop, what the fuck are you doing? Like, these guys have given mad love to the scene for many, many
Oh, yeah,
years.
dude.
For sure.
Back when Velma was the fucking owner of the Hop Shop, dude. I
Yeah.
don't know if you weren't.
No, I've heard
rock
about
scene,
him.
But Velma was a huge supporter of the rock scene, man. Like
Yeah.
Velma, fuck, man. She would bring down fucking bands from everywhere, bro. Everywhere, Austin, San Antonio, Corpus. That's where we played with all these fucking bands when I was in Methmar Motorcade, and that's where we met all these fucking people that got us in touch with people that would get us fucking like open up for like Chingo Bling, and fucking we opened up for Paul Wall.
Oh, wow.
Opened up for fucking goddamn what's that fucking beer Cycle Stick.
Yeah.
Cycle Stick, you know what I mean? And through fucking our label at the time was JZJ Records. We were signed with JZJ Records and Methmar Motorcade, and just through him, man, we got fucking. But we met him through fucking Cops and Simon Says. Remember
Yeah.
Simon Says?
Dude, I love
was
Simon
fucking-
Says.
Simon Says was the shit back then. It's not anymore. Oh, your live video has ended. Aw.
Oh no.
Did we run out of time?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a limit on the time. Yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
could just start another one.
Yeah, you can just do it again.
Oh, okay.
What
Yeah. But yeah, man, there's so many good venues here, and shout out to Cinere. Man, that is the bee's knees place, man. Those
Yeah,
guys,
seen it, dude.
I'd love to play there again.
dude,
Sometime.
hell yeah, dude.
That place is awesome.
Oh man, it was so crazy because when Soulfly played there just recently, it was fucking greatness, dude. Okay, so the stage manager for Soulfly is trying to get into it about sound with Bert, the owner, and Bert says, listen, this is my house. I know how sound sounds in my house.
Yep.
He says, so don't come telling me I've been doing this. He said, I've been doing this before your daddy decided to shoot you out his nuts. Like,
Dude, and Bert is a fucking awesome sound guy, dude.
he is.
He's amazing.
And I loved it when he told him that.
Fucking shit for years. Bro.
Yeah.
There was what bar did he used to do sound at before? He was somewhere else, dude. And that's how he ended up going to becoming part owner, right?
Yeah.
Of fucking Cena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fucking. He used to do sound for us somewhere. I forgot what bar, man, but that's. As soon as we heard that he was at Cena Rey and the system that they had, fuck, we're like, yes, we're going there.
Yes, absolutely, man. See, I love the fact that they give every local band a chance to feel like a fucking badass rock star. They put the whole lighting, they put all the stage, everything. and that's fucking amazing that they do
Yeah.
that.
It's
See,
an amazing stage, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing fucking sound, man.
yeah, man, I love that place, and Cena is a very big part of my heart for
Yeah.
this place. I really do love that place. Anytime I see a show's there, I'm like, I'm there. I don't care who it is, I'm there because I love the ambience. I love the vibe that you get at Cena, and
Yeah.
Bert's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah,
That dude,
he's
every time he
amazing
sees
guy.
me, he's like, "Hey, man, how you doing, man? I've been following you, seeing your health stuff, man.
Yeah,
You good?"
He's amazingly caring and fucking. He loves everybody, every band that fucking goes through.
Yeah.
I've talked to him. I've messed up there a couple times. We opened up for this wrestler that I forgot, this chick wrestler. She had a Ramsey knows this story. I forgot the name of her band, but she's a chick wrestler that fucking had a heavy metal fucking band, and I was so drunk, and I fucking went up to her and I said, "I want to have your abortion," and she just fucking kind of like she wanted to body slam me. And Ramsey came to my rescue and fucking ended up like it ended up, I guess, making it to Bert somehow, and he's like, "Man, I don't want to fucking hire these guys anymore." Blah blah. I was like, "Fuck, I fucked up." But he's like, "Ah, it was a good time though." It's all right. You can come back.
So the takeaway was.
Bert's a really nice, fucking forgiving guy, and I love you, Bert.
Right, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, dude, that's fucking funny.
That was when I was young and dumb.
Dude,
I'm not young.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You're like, I'm not young. That's all. That's all you left with.
Yeah, still dumb.
Still dumb.
We're men.
But I got
I mean,
credit for it now, so it's
Right. Man. It's like my friend. Oh god, dude, this guy. He cracks me up. My homeboy. It's a black dude that tells me these fucking the most racist black jokes ever. He says shit like one time he was talking to this chick on the phone, and she's like, "Are you black?" He's like, yeah, I'm black. I'm so black. When I get out of my car, he says the change oil light comes on.
Son of a bitch.
I was like,
I'm keeping that one.
right? I was like, damn, dude. I was like, dude, he slayed me on that one, dude. I fell out of his car laughing so hard. I was like, damn, bro. You gotta warn a motherfucker when you bust that shit out.
You ready? You ready for this one?
And he would say some of the most fucked up shit. And he would always tell me, he says, "You know the people that I get fucking pissed off with?" He's like, "What?" He says, "My black folk, they get pissed off with a good black joke." He said, "That shit is fucking funny."
Man, you gotta
You're
have
allowed to make weird jokes around me. I'm cool with that.
Right?
That's fine with me.
Right? It's like, damn, dude. It's like that fucking video that was going on Facebook forever where he's like, "What's your name? Ezekiel." Fuck you, Ezekiel.
This guy does that at every fucking show. Before we play, like, "Hey, what's your name?"
Hey!
Somebody in the crowd.
What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
That too.
Oh, dude, me and my homeboy one time we were at a show and we walk into the men's restroom in there and we do that. Can I get a? Oh yeah. You hear him do it on the other side.
They're taking a shit like,
I was like, dude, yes.
Yeah, he does that too. Every show.
every show.
Sometimes
Dude,
there's
that's
no-
fucking funny.
Sometimes there's no return.
It's sad when there's no return.
Come up with some new
Like
material.
It's gonna be that kind of show.
Right. Trust me.
Kind of crowd, man.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I know what to expect now. Like,
I'm that guy. I will.
It's a crowd tester, you know.
Yeah.
When you do that and they respond, you know it's gonna be
It's
a
gonna
fucking
be a good show.
It's gonna be a good
It's gonna
show.
be a good show.
People are gonna get into it. If you fucking do it and nobody fucking does it,
See, the thing is this:
part.
you have to have a plant in the audience. You see, someone who will do it every fucking time. Because when you have somebody in the audience do it, everybody else is gonna do it.
Like, oh,
dude, then we need to get
it's
you in our
okay.
fucking audience every time.
Yes, I will do it all the time. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes, but yeah, I know that a couple of the shows that I've been looking into going to, man, it's fucking crazy. You got Anthrax with Black Label Society and Hatebreed in Austin.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, that's coming up. I'm going to that shit. I'm taking Vinny D and my buddy Jay. Fuck yes. Yes. And then I'm gonna take, and then I'm I'm gonna go check out the following week in Austin is Rob Zombie with Mudvayne, Paraman 5000, and Static X.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh. I was like, fuck yeah, I feel my pimples coming back already.
I can say I opened up for Power Man
He
5000.
opened up for Power Man 5000.
Woo! I've
With
opened
40
up
cal.
for Power Man with 40 caliber kits.
And almost
Yes.
for what do you call it, Wayne Static.
Almost for Wayne Static before he passed away.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
We were set to fucking play with him, and then like that week he fucking passed away. That
Man.
week that we were gonna
Oh, when he was gonna come down here?
Yep. He was coming down here, and we're already, the flyer was out, the fucking promotion was going, and then all of a sudden you get that fucking news. Yeah,
We're like, hey,
fucking passed away. He's
show
like,
still
what do you
happening.
mean? Like,
Really?
he fucking passed away, and there goes that fucking.
Well, yeah.
I give a shit about the gig, right? Like, poor guy. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's sad when you fucking lose a musician like that.
Well, yeah, especially Wayne Static, man. Yeah, you know, the he will always be the king of disco death pop. Always.
We
Is that-
lost-
Is that what that's?
Honestly,
Yep.
we lost a.
Thank you. I was wondering for so many years.
Yep.
Taylor Hawkins, man, from the Foo Fighters.
Oh, you know what? Yes, we got that gets
God,
fucking rest in peace, brother.
That hit hard, man.
Mhm.
I was a huge, and I still am a fucking huge Foo Fighters fan.
Yeah.
And like when Dave Grohl came out with his fucking first album, I was like, yes, dude. Like, kudos to this dude. He's fucking going like hard
Yeah.
after Nirvana, man. And like, dude, he's fucking amazing. And then to come up with another fucking band, and then
Yeah.
Taylor Hawkins as a fucking drummer. That guy was an amazing fucking drummer, dude.
Yeah.
And then gone too soon, man.
Way too soon. Way too soon.
Just
That
released
hurt.
a movie and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Honestly, I swear to God, no joke. You can ask my wife. I was at my house, right? And I was dying to fucking. I had already ordered my shirt, my Studio 666 shirt. I should have worn it today. Fuck.
She worked
But-
at those 2 gigs.
Yeah, I've worn it the last 2 gigs, man. It's fucking goddamn. Anyways, so we finally get to sit down, and I'm watching. I was like, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna watch this fucking movie. I don't care if the kids are awake. I knew it was kind of like a hokey, kind of like comedy, horror, or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch it. If they get scared, they get scared. So I turn it on, like I put it on, and the first fucking scene is this girl getting her fucking
Head smashed.
head bashed in, like it's fucking blood and gore and fucking eyes popping out, and I'm like, my daughter's like, like, ah, fuck. Dude, I turn it off, and like right when I turn it off, my wife goes, "Hey, who's Taylor Hawkins?" I'm like, "That's the fucking drummer of the fucking Foo Fighters. Like, that's the movie we're just watching right now." And then, well, he just passed. I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I thought my wife was just fucking with me, like, cause my wife is she's the 180 of me. Like, she's Christian, fucking doesn't really listen to rock and roll. She listens to country, like
Yeah.
kind of like Christian music and stuff like that. And I'm fucking the total opposite. And I'm the screw up fucking play musician or whatever. And so I thought she was fucking with me. I thought she looked up Foo Fighters and saw the fucking, picked the names. Like, hey, Taylor Hawkins. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with him and tell him he fucking died. And then she told me, and I'm like, yeah, fucking right. And then the first thing I do, I go on Google, and I was like, it's probably one of those fucking
Hoax.
fake death shits that
Yeah.
you've seen. And I look it up, and like, sure enough, dude, fucking dead. I'm like, what do you mean, like, dude, what
Sacrificed.
It broke my soul, dude. When I read that, yeah,
Sacrificed.
the fuck?
I cried, dude. I cried so hard when I read that. You know, but out of all the musician deaths, the one that got me so hard was Scott Weiland.
Dude, yeah, that fuck,
Dude.
man. Yep.
I literally cried so hard I got a nosebleed. Like, it just fucked me up. See, people who
Did you
know
see
me,
his last gig in Austin, like,
dude. Yeah,
I saw videos of him. Man,
he was so.
he was struggling, man. He was
Yeah.
struggling.
You know, and it sucks, man.
It's sad, man.
It really is.
He went through that shit like for years and years and years, man. There's some people that don't get that, I guess, opportunity to live years and years with the amount of fucking drugs he's taken.
Yeah,
And he had a chance to fucking. He
Yeah.
That was like the sober Scott Weiland, and then fucking he had a relapse, and that was his last one. So fucking
Yeah.
he didn't make it, man.
He didn't, and it sucks,
Yeah.
man. He's one of my favorite vocalists. Like a lot of my music that I've always done, it's always been that.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been that whole Scott Weiland feel to him. Like, and I meet a lot of people. They're like, "Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots," and all that. I'm like, "Nah," but he was so much more. He was
Man.
Velvet Revolver.
You could take GNR and fucking make it sound like a fucking another great fucking band, like GNR,
Right.
like Guns N' Roses. Like you couldn't, I couldn't picture anybody else other than Axl with Guns N' Roses. And then when
Yeah.
he came on with Velvet Revolver, I was like, God damn, that like it sounds like a fucking whole new genre of a band.
Yeah,
Like it was so good, man.
it was.
Same thing with
Chris Cornell,
with
Audio Slave.
Audio Slave. Yeah, man. God, same thing.
Oh yeah, dude.
You took like Rage Against the Machine. I can imagine Rage without fucking
Zach De La Rocha.
Zach. Yeah, without Zach, and then all of a sudden here comes fucking.
Yeah, dude. When I first heard Velvet Revolver, I was like, I didn't know who was in the band. I literally found the CD and I was like, fucking A, I'll grab it and I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
And I put it on and I'm like, the fuck? That's Scott Weiland. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, and the first song I heard of his was, I believe it's called Loving the Alien. And that song is about his addiction.
Yeah.
It's about women, his wife, loving him through his addiction. And man, it was such a beautiful song. And it made me cry when I heard it. You just felt it. You felt the hurt that he was in. And then I started listening to stuff like his other stuff, Scott Weiland, Scott and the Wildabouts.
Yeah.
And I love it, dude. That's actually he has Barbarella on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It was totally different from the shit that he had.
Yeah.
That you were used to. It's kind of like Jason Newsted from Metallica doing his other fucking
Newsted.
That other band that he did.
Newsted.
No, it was
Not that one.
No, it was forgot the name of the band that he got kicked off for. You don't remember? He got kicked out of Metallica famously for joining this other band, but it's totally different. It was like
Yeah.
poppy, like Matchbox 20 kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
totally different. And like you see a guy coming from this one band and fucking you see him in another band like playing like totally like not even the same genre. And that was fucking Jason Newsted. Fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Weiland,
Dude, I love Scott and the Wildabouts, man. That was an amazing band. It was. I really enjoyed that more than I did anything else with Scott's because it was him, 100%
same thing
him.
with Taylor Hawkins and the Cocktail Raider. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like same shit. If you listen to Taylor Hawkins and the Cocktail Raiders, it's not the Foo Fighters. It's fucking like his own shit. It's really fucking good. I saw him on what was it, David Letterman. He came on and he was playing the drums and singing at the same time, but he's playing, if you're a drummer, like he was playing this fucking insane offbeat drum beat while he was singing. Like, goddamn, dude, that shit was like, I didn't even fucking know he was fucking in a different band. And so yeah, I got into that fucking rabbit hole with Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah, you know, it was like I was talking to a guy and he was like telling me that he's a big Lane Staley and he's like Alice in Chains and all that. Another one.
Yeah, Lane Staley.
You know,
Mad Season when he did Mad Season.
You see, and that's what I was saying. I was telling him about it, and I was like, "Have you ever heard of Mad Season?" He's like, "Nah, I've never heard Mad Season." I was like, "The fuck have you not heard Mad Season?" And I even tell him
with Lane Staley though, he was a self-inflicted drug addict.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a drug addict because all his idols were drug addicts.
Yes.
So he wanted to be that dude that was like hooked on heroin, that was hooked on acid, that couldn't play music without fucking being high. Like he wanted to be that guy.
Yeah.
And he ended up he was that guy.
He was.
Fucking great musician.
Absolutely great.
Sad story though. You
Sad.
heard how he fucking passed away, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he had already locked himself in his apartment for like over a year. Like he was a hermit. He became a hermit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
didn't find him until like a week later.
Yeah.
His body was all decomposed. He weighed like 90 pounds. Like the last time they saw him, he was
Shit.
that far gone.
Yeah.
And so like by the time they found him dead, that fucker was just all skin and bones. Like he was literally decomposed and like
Yeah.
he died a fucking horrible death. He died alone.
Yeah, he did.
But that's what he wanted though.
He did because
he wanted to fucking live that life.
well, yeah, because Mike Starr was there with him. Mike Starr actually got him his last batch, you know,
Yeah.
and Mike Starr would talk about that all the time, and I believe that's the reason Mike Starr died. Was I think he OD'd himself because he
I'm
couldn't
sure
deal with
he
it.
couldn't live with that shit.
That fucked him up, and Lane told him, leave me alone.
Yep.
He's like, leave me alone. He's like, he didn't want to leave him, but he was like, the fuck out of here type shit, you know. And so he did, and that was the last time anybody ever saw him. And that sucks, man, because Lane was an amazing talent. But I also believe that beautiful talents and beautiful people like that are not meant to be here for a long time.
Yeah, they're not gonna last.
Club 27, man.
You know,
Don't deserve them.
you see, it's they come and they do their purpose and they go,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Amy
And-
Winehouse was part of that. She
You know,
was
oh yeah,
a whole new era of fucking music. You know what I mean?
Oh, man,
Her
yeah.
voice was just incredible and then gone.
gone.
She was also one of those self-inflicted fucking drug addicts,
Yep.
self-inflicted alcoholic. Man, maybe I should do it. God damn it. I'm too responsible. Can't do that to my family. Can't do that to my family.
Your wife's gonna be like, the fuck was that about?
It's just it's some of the greatest, most greatest musicians, man. Unfortunately, they all fucking die.
The Forever 27 Club,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, Forever 27, man. They all die because of their habits.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, it is, and it sucks, man.
It's
It,
the whole
it really
grunge
does.
era, man. That's
Yeah.
the whole fucking. That's what all the say fucking what's his name from fucking
Eddie
Pearl
Vedder.
Jam, Eddie Vedder, yeah.
We're gonna go fucking rap him and bubble wrap and
yeah,
shit.
No
I mean,
shit. Every fucking show is gonna be bubble wrapped.
yeah, be like, nah, fucker, you ain't getting out that easy.
So
Fuck.
you know what Pearl Jam did, right? Like, so Pearl Jam, God, man, if you're as big as fucking Pearl Jam, so after that whole grunge thing, they knew that like they couldn't really survive because you know all this emo music was coming out and like that was the next best thing, big thing, right? So what Pearl Jam did is they went on their own. They started their own label, right? So they bought the rights to their own music straight out from their fucking
Label.
correct me if I'm wrong, but they bought all the rights to their own music, so they own 100% of their music. They started their own label, and then they only they started like a club, right? So it's a Pearl Jam membership. So if you're part of this membership, they send you a CD, a T-shirt, and I don't know whatever else marketing stuff that they have, right? Every year or every time they come out with an album, they send it in the mail, and then you are invited to their fucking Pearl Jam concerts. Pearl Jam does not play fucking anywhere. They
Yeah.
only play to their members, and their membership is fucking like, I mean, you've seen recent fucking Pearl Jam shows.
Yeah.
They're packed, and they're all members of the Pearl Jam fucking club. I forgot the name of the fucking club, but I know it's like a few $100s a year. You just pay a couple $100 every year, and you get a free CD, you get shirts, you get posters, you get all this bullshit.
You're pretty much paying for everything
Yeah.
in advance.
And then you get a chance to fucking go see them live. Like,
Yes.
you're the only one that if you're a member, you have a chance to, like, that's the only way you can see Pearl Jam live. That's the only way you're gonna get a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
So they get all the ticket sales, they get all the royalties for their music, they own all the rights to their music, they throw their own fucking concerts, they're 100% sustainable. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, like they own 100% of their fucking
Everything.
revenue. Yeah, everything. No promotion, no nothing. If you're in the fucking membership, like you're going to their show. Like
That's amazing, man.
Fucking awesome, man.
That's
God.
amazing. But Pearl Jam has always been a very proactive band. I remember back in the day in the 90s, they were doing a show, and back then, Ticketmaster pretty much had every show, as
Yeah.
it does now. and they wanted to charge like fuck tons of money for their tickets. And Pearl Jam was like, "No, fuck that, dude. You're not gonna sell that." And they're like, "Well, we have to sell it for something." And he said, "Fucking Eddie Vedder's like, we're selling all our fucking Pearl Jam tickets for $1, for a fucking $1."
Yeah.
And Ticketmaster's like, "The fuck," you know.
So we get our fucking fees are more than that shit.
They,
Yeah,
but that was the thing. They told them they couldn't do fees.
Yeah.
It was just $1 straight up. $1, you pay $1, you get to see Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
They didn't give a fuck. They were like, "We want our fans to be able to see us. We don't want them to be broke."
That's why they did what they did, man.
Yep.
They were tired of all this fucking the music industry fucking taking over their shit.
Yep. I was like, dude. I was like, that is the most punk rock fucking thing ever to tell corporate America. Oh, you think?
Yeah.
$1.
It's a dollar show. Fuck $1.
Right. Fuck yeah.
God
Not even
damn.
tax or anything.
Nothing. Just $1.
Put a Modelo. Woo! My buddy Don. Ow, fucker. You got my tank. It's way up here.
Sorry.
You got my vagina.
Mr. Clinton.
China. But yeah, man. So we'll go ahead and close this out for the night.
We've been at this for how long, man? God damn, almost 2 hours.
Yep. See, this is how my podcasts go every time.
Come on, man.
But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Well,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
end this and was thanking you guys for being on here, man. Like I said, man, I've been a big fan of you guys. You guys know for a minute now, and I'm really happy that I'm finally getting you guys on here. I've officially had 40 Cal on here, and now you guys. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna do it together.
We gotta do it.
Fucking A.
We gotta put 40 cal
Fuck yeah.
in October Roar in the same room.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna play tennis ball wars.
Mike's gonna be in the purple underwear the entire time.
He's gotta be. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. You gotta get a bigger room to interview this. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this tennis ball game. I don't remember if you remember this shit. Early 2000s, where you spread it out, right? It's jackass shit. You sit down on one side of the room. The other guy sit on the other side of the room. Spread your legs, balls out, and then you just throw a tennis ball and you try to fucking the first one to hit the the balls wins, and then they get eliminated.
We make it a drinking
So,
match.
We're gonna do that.
We should try and incorporate
It's
it to
gonna
like
happen.
a drinking match.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. All right, man. That sounds like a fucking plan.
I'll hold the camera.
That's gonna be badass.
I'm down for that.
So can I make a quick when's our next gigs?
Is right now we got the 25th this month.
The 25th at Cops. Where else?
You also got the Rock Relief show.
Rock Relief show that's coming in
July.
So
I
that's
believe-
a few months away.
I believe it's July 16th.
July 16th. Yes.
Yes.
So
So-
right now there's only two we got so far.
Yeah. Go check out our Facebook. Go check out our Instagram. Go check out our
We might have some Austin and San Antonio dates coming up.
yeah music on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, yourmom.com,
Amazon.
Amazon Music. We're on all the platforms. Go check it out.
KingsideRecords.com.
Kingside. We're on there. Who else?
That's it. You pretty much hit
That's it.
them all.
That's it. All
Go check us
right.
out. Go stream our shit.
We still see these at the
Yeah.
back of our truck.
We give
Absolutely.
these at our shows. We give them away. We gave away our last batch.
Yeah, we did. We have
Our last show with our buddies from Ohio,
We'll
Avanti.
be having
Nice.
new
So
merch
shout out
coming
to
soon.
Avanti.
Oh yeah.
We got new merch coming
Merch on
out.
the way.
We're gonna get some new T-shirts very soon. We're gonna work on some more of those trucker hats for you.
Yes.
We got koozies coming up as well. We got condoms. They're not very good. They tear.
Obviously, he's got two kids.
They're October tears.
I'm
That's what
trying to
they're
look
called.
into
Right.
matches.
They actually increase your sperm count, which is kinda
Yeah, they
weird.
do. They're
Yeah.
instead of spermicide,
It's because there's already sperm in them.
sperma plus.
Sperma plus.
It's sperm plus.
You're welcome, ladies.
So if you want an October Roar baby out there somewhere, just fucking buy our condoms. They're coming out soon.
We apologize for those of you that get right.
New, slightly used, you know.
Yeah, slightly
choose
used.
one out of
Cut some holes.
that.
But like I was saying though, we appreciate you having us. We appreciate
Yes.
your platform
Thank
and
you, Steven.
Yes.
what you do in supporting the local music scene. And it honestly means a ton, man. And I'm not only speaking myself and October Roar. I'm
Artist
sure the
musicians
rest
in
of the
general.
bands that you support and you've had on your podcast feel the same. So thank you, man, from the bottom of our hearts.
Absolutely.
We greatly appreciate it. Thank you
Uh,
so much for having us, man.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what I want to do. I've always wanted to do. I was my big heroes were people like Matt Pinfield and Eddie Trunk and
Matt Pinfield, yeah.
you know,
And the what's it called? The heavy metal, the Headbangers Ball, right?
yeah, Headbanger. He did Headbangers Ball, and then you had Eddie Trunk with Trump the Trunk.
Yeah.
And that I'll tell you right now, if you are a person who is lucky enough to trump Eddie Trump, you are a bad man because that man knows everything about
He's a
everyone.
rock buff, dude. Like
Hardcore.
rock history buff.
Like this guy can. This guy can.
You're too young. Too young, dude. I'll tell you
Like this guy knows when Kurt Cobain shit corn. Like.
Oh yeah, he fucking it was back at the Roxy, 1992. You know, he just had a bad burrito that day, and he came back and he said, "Man, I got a shit corn right now."
Yeah.
The last time you shit corn.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that guy was he's a smart motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
But I always wanted to do that because I always saw like Matt Pinfield with his scratchy ass voice like this and fucking interviewing all these
Bald
badass
head.
bands. Yeah, big old dude, big bald white dude, and like that guy looks like he beat some motherfuckers' asses some days. Like, but he knew everything, and he interviewing all these badass bands, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to
he
do
knew
that
all
shit.
The underground bands. What was that other
Mhm.
other MTV guy that ended up having the late night show or some show like Carson Daly?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly was one of those that fucking had.
He was.
He would bring up a lot of the fucking
Yeah.
underground bands and actually
And then-
give them TV time.
And then all of a sudden, he turned to this guy that only brought fucking the little teeny bopper chick bands and
it
shit.
became a little commercial. Now
Yes.
fucking
But there was
talk show. and
there
shit.
was the other VJ on MTV back in the day, Jesse, the guy. Fucking guy, dude, you gotta look that guy up. That motherfucker's okay. Like if you took Steven Tyler and fucking Pauly Shore and you fucking meshed them together, you got them.
He's got a big mouth, curly hair, bitch.
Yeah, he would dude, that dude.
So
He was fucking awesome, man. And he was like this punk rock fucking guy that just knew everything about music. And dude, you could tell that guy was fucking stoned as fuck. Every time he talked, you could fucking tell.
yeah.
That dude would say bruh, 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 like 20 times. 20 times. And he'd be like, oh fuck, what was I doing?
Shit, I was talking. I don't know where I was going. with it.
Right?
What was his name?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Dude. They did a thing back in the 90s. It was called Wanna Be a VJ.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
And he won. He was the first one that won it.
Oh, he had like poofy hair.
Poofy hair with
Yeah,
the fucking
tall
scarves and shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now. Okay, yeah.
And dude, yeah, Steven Tyler and Pauly Shore fucking fucked and made a baby. Yep. That dude was a
Thank you,
trip.
man. Appreciate it.
Yes,
This is good times, Steve.
definitely.
Combos.
I'm gonna give some shout outs to 5x5 one more time. Guys, thank you for everything you guys do for Jackal's Corner. Love you guys to death. And another shout out to my boys over here in Concert Culture. These boys are cool guys. I'm definitely going to bring Matt Rios on when I do the whole 40 caliber kiss October
Dude,
Roar.
It have to, dude, it
Yeah.
have to be October Roar, 40 caliber kiss, and the guys from Stillborn. So
Yes,
we gotta bring Ernie. We gotta get Matt, Isaac, Frank.
let's do it. Fuck it.
Steve, actually one of the guitarists. He owns Tonic and Talc here in McAllen. So
Oh, wow.
if you need to get a haircut, go check
Yeah.
him out, man. Tonic and Talc in McAllen.
Definitely.
Yeah. Support the lokes, man.
Definitely. So we're gonna do that for sure because I think that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. I did one already before where I had Vinny D come on and then Andrew Rains fucking came on. Oh man,
That's a good time right there.
those two together, holy my god, dude. And here's another thing: has anybody ever noticed that if you watch any of the stuff with fucking Jason Momoa, tell me that does not remind you of fucking Vinny D?
Yeah, shit.
Even the way he talks and everything, right? Like
He has that
every
resemblance.
every time he does that, oh my god,
Dude, I
fucking
heard-
Vinny does that.
I heard Jason Momoa played with what's that fucking badass bassist and oh god damn it. No. he's another fuck, what's his name?
Wooten?
Yeah,
Oh,
Victor
James
Wooten.
Wooten?
Victor Wooten.
Victor
There you go,
Wooten.
Victor Wooten.
Yeah. I
Victor,
gotta
if
say
you
it.
don't know who Victor Wooten is, he's a fucking phenomenal freaking bass player. But he kept up with fucking Victor Wooten.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Jason Momoa fucking jammed out with
that's
Victor
what's
Wooten,
up.
kept
I
up.
fucking love that, dude. I've always seen that. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, that looks like fucking Vinny.
Yeah.
And he talks like him too. That one video they did where he's talking about Amber Heard,
Yeah.
and he's
How
like,
do you know them?
he says,
Janitors.
he says, she said, hey, look at that brown snake in there, and I was like, what? He's like, that wasn't a brown snake. How do you know it wasn't? Everything's CGI. They didn't CGI a brown snake. It was a turd. Ah. He's like, look, I got a replica of it, and he shows the turd. Yo, how does that even fit in there? Oh, fucking love that guy, dude. But you gotta see it. It's fucking good. But all right, guys. So thank you to all of my audience out there that has tuned into this, and to all you guys that tune in every time I come on. Thank you. Also, before I forget, I didn't want to put this at the beginning of it because I want everybody to have fun. But I told you guys I would give you some updates on my health, and I already was talking to my boy Adrian here about it, and I went to tell my doctor today, and they are going to do a little bit more tests to confirm it because insurance need that. But they've pretty much have already given me the yes that I do have lymphomic cancer. So this is just another battle that we're going to go through, and we got this. And I just tell you guys, just have my back. There may be times where I can't do my podcast. Shit happens, and it does take a lot out of you. But trust me, I plan to be at y'all shows a lot and for a long time. So, Cancer, you done fucked with the wrong guy.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to show you exactly how we handle that shit.
We got your back, man.
Definitely.
And anything you need, man, we're here. Just let us know. I'm
Definitely.
Sure the rest of the RGB community feels the same way, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With that being said, again, I thank you guys for always having my back, for always believing in my podcast, and allowing me to come into your homes all the time, or your cars, or wherever the fuck you're watching this. Please don't be watching this jacking off. If you do, I got an OnlyFans. So,
DM me for that link.
right? So, guys, I love you guys. I love all you guys out there that tune in. And those of you that, all my haters, I fucking love you even more.
Yes,
Smooches,
sir.
bitches.
Gotta
So,
love them haters.
so I also want to give some mad love out to Jay Moniz, man. This dude, if it wasn't for him, Jackal's Corner never would have come back. He actually hooked me up with all my equipment that I have.
Awesome, man.
And
So legit setup.
it was because he told me straight out, he's like, Jackal's Corner needs to be here. And what is stopping you? I was like, well, I don't have the shit to do it. He was like, now you do.
Badass.
So,
No excuse.
Wow.
so let's do this, man. And I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And remember, man, help each other out, man. Don't be a fucking douchebag. If you want to be a douchebag, make sure you get sponsored by Summer's Eve.
At least make it worth your while.
What's
Yes.
that?
You know?
Well, thanks again, man.
Is that
And
a diaper?
like I said, whatever you need, you have our support, man. As always, just like you always had our back, we got your back, man. So Thank
Definitely.
you for inviting us to Jackal's Corner. man.
Thank you. And with that being said, I say good night
Good night.
and take care of yourselves.
Everybody.
Peace,
Peace
love,
and
unity. You guys take care of yourselves. And hey, man, look it up and try to find some places that you can give some love to the people out there in Uvalde. They need it. Donate as much as you can. If you guys can get time to go find a time to get over there and maybe do some live music. If you're a band, let's do this, man. I'll be hitting you guys all up soon. I'm going to be doing a benefit show down here for Uvalde. I believe it's going to be at 707 Coffee House or something.
Oh, that's a nice jam.
Just played it the other day.
That's a nice spot.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that. I'll be announcing it soon and be hitting up bands to get on there. I also will be hitting up some businesses to donate some stuff to raffle for it. I already got a couple people that are already hooking it up. They're going to donate already to it. So we're going to do this damn thing, and we're going to show them how the Valley fucking supports our people of Texas. So
Sure.
with that being said, I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace, love, and unity. Take care of yourselves,
See you guys. Have a
and we'll
good
see
night.
you